Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to feed my cats before I got started because if I didn't, they would just, be all over me during this live stream.
I just fed my two, too. Yeah.
Patty, your hair looks so cute. Did you just get it cut?
Everybody's saying it. No, I just wear it down instead of having it pulled back in the heat. I just wear it down and everybody goes, oh, look at her hair. Thank you.
Hey, and Deb, you look beautiful as always.
Does. Yeah, and you look lovely too.
Thank you. I got my Meltology shirt on today, guys.
Nice.
Oh, and Deb, I saw your pictures of what is it, Steffi, that other girl, and you with your shirt on.
Jeffy,
I have to send you a picture of my shirt, and I can have Shapu put it all in a collage for you.
That'd be awesome, Jen. I would love that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then
that would look really good.
Hi, Elle, if you're listening, a photo of you would be great too, because she got one as well.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of us now. Lots of red chicks.
I love it.
It's so exciting.
It's exciting, and it's nervous too.
I did not get my tooth pulled out today. I know yesterday
happened?
I was telling you guys, well, I still have the infection and I just don't, think that it's the right time to pull this thing because it's still sensitive. It's still swollen a little bit and stuff. So I just made it for next Monday at 7:30 in the morning because I told her, I said, I feel like I still need to go through these antibiotics and kick this thing a little bit more.
Yeah,
Which you're playing with it, Jen. Clove oil is very, very good for.
That's what I'm using. I'm using this clove oil stuff. It comes in a little bottle. It's got the red cross on it. That sucker, man, that shit does not taste good at all.
I use so much of it. I got a chemical burn, so just be careful. It like burnt the roof of my mouth because I was in so much pain.
Yeah. So here we are. This is our first ladies' night together for Deb and I for our show, and a lot of the ladies are coming in, and it's going to be a good night. I really want to thank Spot and Eagle. Spot and Eagle, listen to me. Am I nervous? Spot and Laughing Eagle.
You know who you are.
For allowing us to have our ladies' night, our show. And if it wasn't for him, we all wouldn't be here doing this tonight. And I would like to give a shout out to everybody else that has anything to do with our channel, with Meltology. I'd like to start, of course, with Spot and Red. Thank you again. We love you.
Thank you, Spartan.
Yeah, we love you. And I want to thank Fervent Heat, Dino, who's always in the background helping us out. And he's in the background tonight helping us out, I hope. No, he is. They're both there. They're both there. Shout out to Mark. On Melted Reality. Mark has some boots on the ground all the time. And thank you to James, Meltology's finest. We have, Alchemos 83. We have Melted Seraph. We have Davros. We have Deb, the Red Brick Chick. We have Jen, Truth Seeker 69. And so many more. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. I'm a nervous wreck. But if you can think of anybody else, Deb.
There's Leanne Brick Truth. She does amazing work as well.
Oh yeah, Leanne Carnegie. I'm sorry, Leanne.
Crystal, who might be joining us today. I'm pretty sure she's going to come with some killer evidence today. Yeah.
Awesome. So welcome everyone. Here we are, ladies' night. So
now what?
So,
welcome to my world.
Yeah, I hear you. It's funny because I love coming on to the other streams, but when we were asked to do this, I was like, I don't know if I can do that or not. But it'll all be good. It's the same. It's just us and the background. So, anyways.
Well, Patty, today I'll just say, what I've got. I've got a photo of an album of photos, about 120 or 30. And I've got 3 very short videos of some boots on the ground that I did yesterday.
Awesome.
I didn't get to go to the place that I wanted to go to because of landslides and things. I got some photos of the landslides because sometimes that's interesting because it reveals a lot once.
Right? I love that. I love landslide footage. Just watching like the whole side just come down, trees and all and stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't get much of it, Jen, because I was so scared because I had to actually cross it, and I actually like went through the barrier because it was all boarded up and told not to go there. That it was dangerous. But I just really wanted to see it, so I went there and I had to like actually walk across the landslide, and it goes down into the abyss almost. And I ran across there. There's some amazing stuff that I wanted to get pictures of, but I couldn't because I was so scared. I was like freaking out to run across that area. But so that's what I've got today, Patty. I don't know.
All right. But Jen, I just wanted to check with you. I don't know how long you're going to be able to stay on. I know you have stuff going on, and maybe you only have a certain amount of time. It's, I just wondered. Do you
I have two videos to show, and I could stay for 2 hours.
Oh, so you can stay for a while.
Yeah. I'm in no hurry. You can start wherever you want. You can go with Deb. That's fine.
All right. Let's start with Deb then. Hi, Deb. You want to show some of your stuff first?
Oh, should we do the pictures or the boots? I'm just thinking.
You can start with the pictures if you want. Yeah.
Okay, it's quite a longish one. Let me just remember how to do this. Sorry, I'm just going to minimize this so I can get to my stuff. Share. Alright, and now how do I get to the stuff? Am I sharing it? Yes.
Yeah,
alright.
it's the screen.
I'm in.
Yeah, here's your list.
Cool. What happened there? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
All right.
Why won't that open?
Oh, I gotta switch accounts so I can chat in this chat. That's right. I gotta switch accounts.
That's like me. I have my phone on a different account so I can chat. I can't chat as Patty G.
All right. I'm coming in now into the chat.
Where there's a will is a way, right? Oh, look at this.
That's right.
Wow.
It's just loading, guys. It's gone out of order again. Whenever I do this, they're not in the order I wanted it to be, but never mind. All right, wherever you go, you'll see a brick survivor, guys. There's always one lurking.
There it is. A couple of them right there. Yeah.
The lone survivors.
Yeah.
Bricked in wall. This is underground in a mine. We often see these pipes, but I haven't seen one of these bent ones before. That's a new thing for me.
Yeah.
The heavy blocks in here, and the thickness of it. The thickness of this wall in here, going right along all the way through.
Now, what are they saying? Are they saying this is a mine?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, where would they find time to mine? They've got to build all those brick walls.
Yeah, they're brick walls and archways and stuff. Are you kidding me?
It's crazy.
Well, especially when it's already made out of rock. What are the bricks actually doing? I mean, wouldn't they just, blast out the why the bricks?
Yeah. Why the bricks? I know. It's crazy.
Just one of my all-time favorites. The underground.
I love
wall.
this one, Deb. I remember when you posted this, I was like, "Oh snap! This is some good stuff right here."
Nice.
Yeah, when you come across pictures and you're like, "What the? Oh my gosh!" And it's very common to see waterfalls underground. Oh, wrong way. Very common to see them underground. It's incredible, and just the way this is, rock, but this is still brick, and the design to it.
Mm-hmm.
Cooked out red brick ash.
Mm-hmm.
All balloon rocked, but an obvious building that was once red brick. Now some actual brickies up in here. That's a boom baby right there.
Oh wow!
Wrapped and stacked. Little brick survivors. These have turned into globules.
Isn't it crazy though how we didn't see this before? just
That's
like
what
we
I
didn't see
said.
planet Earth before. And now when you see it, it's so obvious. I mean,
Yeah.
in this case,
You can't unsee it, that's for sure. And I think the same thing, Jen. I think how could I have not seen this stuff my whole life? But now I'm seeing it and I can't stop seeing it. It's everywhere. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And this is just some tech. This is in my area, in my actual town. And, you got 4 columns on this side, 4 columns over here. The hydrostatic tech, the magnetic arch, and also the mirrored shape here of what's above, which I thought was interesting.
Alchemos says he's driving home. He's sorry he missed the beginning of the show. Thanks, Alchemos.
Hi, Alki. Good to see you.
Hi.
Yeah, so this sort of tech just in Australia up in the mountains. I think it's part of gardens that you go through now and pay to go in and look at the gardens.
Excuse me.
Yep, tourism.
I'd like to say like, share, and subscribe. So like, share, and subscribe to everybody's sites that I listed. I said before, and Deb said, thank you.
Good one, Patty. Oh yeah, this sort of bit of pocket of survival here. You can see the windows, the doorway, it's sunken down. No one's going to come along and build, half a house with a half door and you walk in and bang your head on a rock straight away. This is the melt around it, and this is the pocket of survival. You can see the red brick ash around. An underground shot. Underneath the bedrock, you will find racked and stacked bricks, because bricks are batteries, and they turn into supercapacitors when you stack them. And they obviously there was a bit of a meltdown that happened, a big meltdown, not a little one.
What was that?
A bit of a big meltdown.
It's the little big things.
Right.
They really matter. You can see bricks, remnants of bricks in this mountain flecked all the way through it. And you can even go inside, because that's a melted red brick building, disguised as a mountain of bricks. Now, because my photos are out of order, there was a point that I wanted to say about this one. Hopefully it's the next photo, but it might not be. But if not, just take note of the compressions and the way, just what it looks like, because I've got a microscopic photo of clay, and it does the same thing. Even on a micro level, you will see this compression and stacking. Wow. And it's not the next photo, but never mind. Oh yeah, yesterday I went to do some boots on the ground, but there's a lot of landslides around lately, and I did go through, because they put these fence up, but you can just walk around.
Yeah, I've done that. Walk right around the end of it where there's an opening. I've done that.
Yeah. Just a melted building on the coast. So this is ground level, but under our feet is a whole lot more, and lots of interconnected buildings.
Wow.
I think that's Ireland somewhere. Dave might know.
Nice evidence. Wow.
Just the average mountainside, but revealing that the mountainsides are buildings. And you will find apertures and doorways, columns, pillars, arches. And even up in here, there's a ghost arch. Up in here, it's filled in. Over here, there's something. Multi-level, extensive melted buildings. And the layers. So this was one level, another level up here, another level up here. Sinking down into the melt.
So this whole section here was way larger, up way high, and it's just come down. What we're seeing here, this pocket of survival in the center, could be the center part of whatever this building was, and the bottom half's melted out and away and down, and then the top too. This is really good pocket of survival here.
Yeah.
It's good to look for just the little brick survivor there. There's usually at least one, if not more.
Find the brick.
Yeah, it's the best game ever. Find the red brick.
Find the red brick.
Now this has a bit of a grid component look to it. Like one of those, Jen, you were showing the dustified grid components that are, when your motherboard gets dust on it, and this is like a melted, dusty grid component.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's wild.
Yeah, just turn to brick ash, and these are the pockets of survival. Underground here, you can see that these are bricks. Yeah, in the back here, it still looks like bricks, but they're turning very slate-like, and that's the sort of transitioning that we see. Collapsed in extracted tunnel, which they like to call.
Spartan Red says it's called evidence. That's right.
Evidence, baby. Evidence. I love it when James says it. James says,
I know.
Evidence. Evidence.
I know.
Evidence. All right, and more underground, but as we know, the brick arches tend to survive, and we see a lot of filled-in arches, and this is the melt coming from behind, pouring out of this opening. And again in here, we see a lot of that filling in. Here's some evidence of a surviving red bricks. This once was a red brick arch. The whole thing was a red brick arch. The whole tunnel was red brick. But because the arches can survive, it's this bit, is a real telltale sign that was once a full brick arch tunnel. Possibly some sort of rail system. I know that they say these are mines and that's what the tracks are for. But they seem to have stopped. There's so many abandoned mines. They seem to have stopped, and they say it's because they're running out of resources and stuff. But really, they're just looting the old melted buildings for what they can get to resell to us.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
And this is Australia. You can see that it's been scorched. It's been fried out, cooked, baked, burnt. They're stacking almost, I don't know, a beehive or pyramid sort of shape.
Yeah.
And lovely to see them in their natural state, but they've been transformed by the heat.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, just a reminder that the eyes see only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. And people can see this. We've shown them, and they still want to say, "Oh no, water does that," or they want to say, "Oh no, it's this," or things can't melt, or that. It's very frustrating for people that actually look at this, because we have people that come onto the stream. Like yesterday, we had someone come onto the stream, spent 5 minutes not even really listening, and then started pushing the electrical mining theory. Without even listening to the stream, they couldn't even give it a show to watch, what Spartan was presenting yesterday, and had to push his thing and then call Spartan a liar before he'd even learnt anything. And that's insulting. It's insulting to every truther, because the truther wouldn't do that.
That's right.
Really,
Absolutely.
I mean,
that's right.
Don't you reckon, guys? We're not here trying to uphold our theory. We want the truth, and we're looking. And if this isn't the truth, we would drop it like a hotcake and be running to what was the truth. But so far, this has stood the test of time. It has held up. Daily I'm looking for, is this still true? Every day I get up, is this still true? Every day it is, for over a year now. And longer for other people like you, Jen, and Spartan, and Dean, and the whole crew.
It's an amazing thing to see this. And I guess maybe it's not for everybody to see. I know there's still a lot of people out there who still think they're on a spinning ball hurtling through an ever-expanding space. But once you realize, if they're going to lie to you about where you live, that's pretty fucking important. Then that means they've lied to you about everything else and how this place works and what everything is around us and the course of events that have led us to where we are now.
Yeah.
That's right. Everything's a lie.
Yeah.
everything.
Now this is in Australia on an island called Cockatoo Island. It's quite a big island, but look at the base here. Would you build a foundation like that? That's all wonky.
Yeah.
It looks. And this is just what sort of bricks can do. They get that center core that turns to brick ash, and that crust on the outside. See that really often.
That's a good picture.
There's a great Facebook group called Natural Archers, if anyone wants to look at that. They've got some great images of so-called natural archers. A lot of them are unnamed, so that you get random people posting their natural archers, so there's a nice variety there. It's not just your standard ones, you can see, but covered with bricks and layering and structure all over.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. He says, Melted Monday stream come true. Hottest ladies in Meltology right here.
Hot Mess Mondays.
Hot Mess Mondays. I like that.
I do too.
Balloon rock here, guys. I like the black and white.
That's a big old clinker rock. And they just decided, hey, amongst all this muffed up brick, we're going to put in this big boulder clinker rock here because it's the style.
Yeah, we'll make it a feature wall.
Oh my God. Clinker fucking bricks. I'm going to clink them upside their heads with their bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see how it once was, uniform brick lines, and this was all bricks too, but they've melted into each other and formed one big glob, and through expansion has pushed these out of shape and misshapen the rest, but still maintaining that.
Yoakum said hello.
Yoko, what's up?
Yeah, hi.
Now this is an old pic. It's very grainy, but for the people that have seen my Hydro Majestic photos and the thing I discovered on the back of this building, like all this brown stuff along here is the melt that's come up the wall. It's been fried. I reckon this is an original building from that survived the X Factor because it's come up the wall. This is, but I found this arch attached to it. It's not there anymore. This white arch. When I've been there, it's just been what they call a cave, or they say it got struck by lightning. But I found this old photo and it still has part of an arch attached to it. So whether this was an arch on the back door that's been pushed out and formed that brick cave that I found. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Your average mountain with a tower sticking out of it.
Nothing to see here. It almost looks volcano-like.
And it's not a tree, guys, because we'll have a closer look at this and what, going up on here and just wait to see this. I hope they're in the next pictures, but no, they're not. Sorry, guys. I had it in order, but they rearranged them when I come on. I don't know why they do that.
Mine get mixed up too.
But yeah, remember that one because we'll have a look at what that really looks like. It's not a tree. I'll show you the bricks. Brick patterns in this pavement. This is one of my boots on the ground pictures. Obvious sort of melted footpaths in the bush in Australia. Same thing here. I see this a lot, the melted red bricks along the pathway. And over these overhangs that are, a building, there's, the pathways remain, the steps remain. This is the microscopic, before I show you that compressed brick picture, this is the microscopic one that was supposed to go along with it. But under the microscope, you see that's the stacking, the compression, the flaking.
You like that?
That's light.
Yeah, the heat damage.
It looks X Factor too, doesn't it, Jen? Yeah. This is the landslide that I crossed over yesterday. So the whole footpath's taken out sort of from here down into a very, very deep valley. I don't know how many meters. But seems to be some sort of structure inside, some wall-like thing.
I know, you must have been excited to get out there and take a look. I know I would be.
Yeah. I was, Patty. I jumped down here, and there was something very interesting in here, and I was standing here on this, and it was windy, and I was trying to get a picture of what was here because it was like a pipe full of pipe-shaped rock full of brick ash. But I was like teetering on here, and it was windy, and I just thought I could end up in the valley doing this, and so I just ran up here, and I didn't get the photo.
Wow.
Meltology can be risky business.
So I've got to be live tomorrow. I can't be doing this.
I know.
Spartan will be so cross with me.
See, this is what we do. It's a study and exploration of melted structures. And you are a meltologist, Deb.
It's fun, Jen. It's so much fun.
How long have you been doing this, Deb?
How long? I've lost track of time, but at least a year, Patty. About a year now. Yeah. It's been the best time of my life, I have to say.
Yeah.
I want all of you guys to thank for all of you Eagle Eye crew, Jen and Spartan. You know who you are.
It's an amazing experience. And so many people are coming on board with it. And I think that's kind of what's pissing off these other people a little bit, because they're getting bombarded with other questions and evidences and stuff. And, you know, your mind's like a parachute. They both work better when they're open. And, you know, if we see brick, we're going to point it out. If somebody's telling me something's a tree or a tree stump or something, yet I'm pointing out brick everywhere, well, then it's not a tree stump.
Right.
Trees don't have brick.
That's right.
So, you know, and then you got all these other little theories like the geopolymer stuff and all this other crap and everything, you know, and I'm not bagging on anybody's idea, but at the same time, these buildings were made of multiple materials, not just brick. And there's a lot of components to this melt factor. And, you know, we all, instead of bashing each other, we should come together and help figure this out. But, you know, I see some of these other videos and people want to call us names like meltards and all this stuff while they're promoting their theory and everything. We don't sit here and do that. You know, I mean, no, it's just like the evidence is right in front of your face. At least we can agree that these mountains are not what they're telling us they are. That's for sure.
Right.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
And like you said, John, with the definition, I mean, mountains are mountains of something, and so they're mountains of
what?
Red brick and everything else that's used for construction.
Right.
Just a little diagram here of a clay particle. It's hexagonal in shape, and they are charged. They have an electrical charge. Everything is energy. But I just thought it was interesting that, you know, the negative charge on here and the outer edge is the positively charged. I thought that was a bit interesting. Oh, yeah, this is what I found yesterday. Oh, bricks in the rock, just like that. Yeah, surviving bricks in the boulder. In the balloon.
Wow.
It's, ballooned out, and the surface has survived.
Right. And Caro says, speak the truth even if your voice shakes. I love that saying. I used to have that on my Facebook wall a couple years ago, and I forgot about that saying until you just brought it up. So that's a really good one. I love that one.
Yeah, it is.
My voice, when I first started on my journey of truth, which was 9/11 back in 2005, when I woke up to all that, my voice used to shake a lot when I would talk about the truth, because I was not confident enough in the information. You know how you really want to tell people the truth, but yet you're still trying to digest it all and verbalize it. So I used to have that. I used to have that shaky voice. But, you know, now I have, you know, the confidence behind what I'm saying, and, you know, more organized in my brain so I can verbalize it to people now.
Yeah, it's fantastic what you do, Jen. The way you communicate is just, it's just great. It's fantastic. Really inspiring, I have to say.
Hey, young love. I'm glad to see you here, girl.
Everything is crystal.
Bricks turning into block. This one's turned into one big sandstone block, but apertures up here, art-shaped.
Oh, yeah.
Very bricky. You can see the surviving perfect brick in there. But this is what it does on the inside. It cooks out and solidifies into sandstone.
You know what that looks like right there? That column going sideways there? That looks like we just showed the longest natural arch bridge in Alabama, and up underneath of it looked just like this, which we had already decided it was a brick bridge at one time, clearly. But yeah, it looked just like this. Again, they just tell us these are sedimentary layers, but no, they're brick layers.
Yeah, this was built. It's not haphazard. layering. This is structured, designed. You know, did they really expect it? What did they say? The wind came and blew away the rest of it? The water washed the rest of this sedimentary layer away?
Right. I love this.
It didn't come shooting up out of a tectonic plate. This is a built structure. You can see the layering.
No, see, there was an ancient ocean here. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Millions of years ago.
And look how tiny the people are. I mean, these structures were enormous. And that's just a little pimple sticking out, really, but compared to the rest of what we've got, the magnitude and the size is what people are going to struggle with. But just remember, there were bigger beings here. Red bricks here. You know, it looks like it's built with big blocks, but actually, if you look inside, the little bricks that have turned block or been built into as blocks, you know, but they're individual bricks.
Yeah, I can see these are the smaller pyramids, but the Great Pyramid of Egypt, Shapu had shown on one of our shows, there's brick in there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great to see that. I mean, it solves that mystery, doesn't it? This is a melted arch that survived. We often see the bricked arch is still in there, you know, when there's still the bricks. But here's one that's actually melted down. So,
wow.
These are chimney for you, Patty. How many fireplaces do you need? But this might be the levels of the building, like one in here, and this be another level, and this be another level. So like a 3-story, maybe 4-story, but definitely a 3-story building here that's sunken down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's turned to stone, but these bricks have survived.
Can you zoom in on this, Deborah? Sorry, I was going to call you Brenda. I don't know why. Okay, so look, we're looking at this muffed up fireplace here. What are they going to say? Oh, these are clinker bricks up top. They just threw in some clinker bricks up there because that's the style.
No.
Yeah, you can see definite scorching, heat damage. These are turned to block. Why would you put blocks up there?
Yeah.
It's transitioned to brick. Now this is a fake melted building.
I was going to say, what is that?
Yeah, they've got these in parks in my town to blend in or to not be an eyesore, but it's made with chicken wire and concrete.
What are they for?
They're little like picnic huts for people, bushwalkers, and in the park. And my nephews like to get on here and climb all over it.
So they're trying to make it look like it's some natural thing that you can picnic up, but it's actually mimicking a melted building.
Yeah. And it's so you don't notice the melted stuff out there. It all sort of, you know, it works with, I don't know what they're playing with their minds, but it sort of blends what you do see when you go out on your bushwalk. So I don't know. It's just more deception, really. Yeah. But it's probably just to make it look.
Well, you know what they did around here? They put in a new mini golf course around here, and it's based on the Moai. I don't know if Juan's here. I think he is. I said hi to him. I'm sorry, Juan. But I had gone over and checked out the whole mini golf thing because the Moai were there, and I was able to walk around before the construction was done. But they were building what looked like a cave. So you can go through this cave and mini golf and stuff. And sure enough, they put in the brick layers and everything. It was just, it was just like, wow.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And then, in my area, this is one of my pictures where I found brick inside. I didn't smash this one open, Jen. I don't have a hammer like you. But it was already, like, it must have from the heat exploded out and cracked open. And there's bricks inside. So on the top, you wouldn't notice. But inside, you can see the straight line of the brick.
Yeah. Here,
this brick that's a bit morphed out of shape here as well. Here, there's a brick in there. Oh, what a thrill to see that. I knew it. Now, this is the place that I said, you know, look, with that tower sticking out of it, looks like, you know, people might think it's a tree. But if you go on there, why won't this zoom? Oh, it's not zooming.
That whole area is melted brick. Look at it. Oh, my gosh. Is that, Deb?
Yeah. Sorry?
Where is this at?
I don't know. See, I've stopped doing that. I used to like remember, but now
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
okay. Don't worry about it. But look,
I
even
get
up on the side there, on the slope going up, you can see all the brick. Wow.
yeah. Oh, so many bricks, and that's just on a little mountain that we see.
Wow.
Again, you've got you
Yeah.
know, there's this form, this shape here.
The black pyramid in Egypt, that looks like layering in the Black Pyramid in Egypt, which is a melted pyramid. Anybody wants?
You're freezing up, Jen.
There she is.
Yeah, so you can
I'm
see that the
freezing.
bricks.
Yeah,
You
just for
did. You went a bit.
Sorry.
It's not you. We know that.
We got the bricks here, but the bricks cooked into sandstone on the inside, and that outer shell layer that we see.
Mm.
A bit of an example of a cooked out brick. Yeah, turning into like brick ash on the inside with that outer shell. Underground melted brick arch tunnel.
Look at the colors, huh?
Yeah. And they all have water in them. All these
Mm.
mines have water in them.
Yep.
Now this looks awfully lot like a subway stairs, but this is a
Really?
mine. But very fancy kind of stairs for miners, but
No kidding.
Wow.
it looks exactly like subway stairs or shopping center complex kind of
Yeah,
look to it.
yeah.
The very flat ceiling, not carved out, not blasted out. This full slab and these columns, grand columns. Could have been an old subway. A bit more with this, but just showing how these are stones, yet you know the heat coming up or the energy coming up, but not quite touching these red bricks in the arch. These ones have survived, but there are a couple of survivors, but the rest have turned to stone. Melt
So
pouring in from the outside. Sorry.
Mm.
So yeah, that's closing up there in the arches, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know how we see those filled in arches? I mean, this is rockified
opposite
ones,
side,
but we
too.
see the brick, you know, maybe the filled in brick arches still have the brick face on this melt that is pushing through. So it's coming from behind.
That's right.
More of that sort of underground, you know, this is supposed to be bedrock. Well, why is there a built brick wall under the bedrock?
It's
And
holding up the bedrock.
Yeah.
and bricks in the bedrock. And just this seam down here, this clear seam where this has maybe come away and fallen off, revealing the underlayer surface. The clearly structure and even just the line of this arch. Yeah, these are all wonky at the back here, but this has that definite constructed shape. Notification here, and at first I was wondering, is this mortar or is it bird poo? They don't put it.
Bird poop, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Those are big birds, apparently.
Scorching up here, but these used to be levels and layers and openings, you know, in a red brick building. Melted down.
That's right.
Now this is just an example of when we see bricks transform and they almost get a woody texture and break down into a lighter kind of porous substance that can look a lot like wood. I've seen a fair lot of that with the slate mines in Wales. The stone actually turns to wood and it looks like wood blocks, very light and everything. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored, you know, and people can ignore this for as long as they like, but it doesn't bother me, and I'm sure it doesn't bother you guys, because you can't ignore it forever. You know, there will come a time when everyone knows this.
Absolutely.
Sydney, Australia. This is a place called Cockatoo Island, the narrative is that they brought some convicts to this island, and they all lived in tents, and they made them quarry this stone to build their own prison. Maybe that's why they did such a shitty job.
I bet that's a sight to see, a bunch of criminals trying to keep them all together. And all right, you're going to build your own prison now. Get started.
Yeah, and all in tents. I'm sure the convicts outnumbered the guards.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Oh, brother.
Again, just what I found yesterday, the brick surviving in the balloon rock.
Yeah, that's cool.
This would be a good thing to take a chisel to.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Wow.
So many bricks. I mean, we've looked at so many pictures, and think about the amount of bricks that are in those pictures. I mean, the amount of bricks.
It's incredible. You can't even imagine. It's just incredible.
So when I had a theory one time. Now, everybody might not agree with this, and that's okay. But, as I say, God created the earth. Well, if God created the earth and there's clay and brick is made of clay, maybe God created the earth in this type of form, like to where it was mostly built with.
I totally agree with you, Jen, there.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because only because a little thing that I found out about the structure of clay is that you need clay to create an infinite plane. Because of its hexagonal shape, it has the capabilities of creating an infinite plane. So if this is made out of clay, basically red bricks, then it is an infinite plane. So,
right.
Flat Earth,
baby,
proved right there.
There you go.
In the clay particles.
Because that was one of the big questions I used to get. Well, who's laying all this brick? And I'm like, I don't know, but it's everywhere. And at some point, you got to ask yourself, well, if God created the earth, well, what does that actually mean? There was water upon, there was what was a darkness upon the face of the deep, and then God spoke the word, and the land formed. But what did that look like? We don't know. Maybe it looked like this.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. Just a bit of melt in my area. This is part of the old world guttering or something, and but you can see that inside these are individual bricks all the way along. But I've always thought that was a big carved out by a convict slab of rock sandstone, but it's bricks with a layering over it, and it's been damaged and melted. Geologists will tell you that's natural. But as you can see, that's been built. And it could, how you see those scalloped kind of roof tiles or something? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Terracotta.
Terracotta tiles, yes.
Yes.
And, just your average passageway through a mountain.
Nothing to see here.
Sticking right out,
Yeah.
This melt down here, you can see that these were stacked bricks with this rock over the top of it. I mean, who's getting underneath the rocks to build brick walls? Ridiculous narrative.
It's the little people.
The little brick people.
Little people. They're the ones that, they do it.
The brick fairy came and put them there.
There you go.
Oh yeah, another one that I found in the street, just showing the surviving brick in there and a compressed brick just on the sidewalk. Massive melt underground.
Wow.
Melty. It's got that grid component look, but no one's going to build, Colosseum type structures in amongst this mess. This was all part of the building.
Well, this is crazy looking. I wonder where this is.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you, Jen.
I'll leave it to Shapu. I know he's in here somewhere. Yeah. He'll find out where this picture's from.
Yeah. Shapu's always on the job. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Oh boy.
What do they say about this?
Yeah.
It's almost melted enough to say it's natural, but not quite.
It's not. No.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it could be, natives making little mud brick huts for themselves. But look at the rocks on the top. Would you
know
put giant rocks on the top? That's a bit of a hazard. You'd put them on the bottom. Stay safe. Melted out brick huts, wherever they are.
Oh, look at this.
Exploring. Yeah. You can see the melt over here, puddle of melt. These bricks are expanding, which is forcing these ones to compress and shapen. But,
that's really cool looking, that one.
warped out brick tunnels in the ground.
Right, we talk about all this brick, but who's making all this mortar and stirring it constantly? Mortar's got to stay stirred and stuff. We can't just it's like cement.
That's right.
Good question,
And
Jen.
the equipment, for making all of this, where is that? It's so hard to imagine. And this is for the polygema people. The inside. They're not making these blocks. It's these blocks have been transformed that it was.
And those blocks are not that thick either. Look, like when you look at it from the outside, you think these are really thick blocks. But on the side view, you can see that the blocks really aren't that thick.
Yeah. They're about brick thickness.
This is the outer casing and then the inner brick.
Yeah, it's as thick as a brick. Underground, you got the rock roof, but obvious brick. It was all brick, but this has been heat damage turned to rock. Rockified.
Oh, I like that. Look at this picture.
Yeah.
You can almost see the brick and mortar. Here, stacked and pancaked down, multi-level, building, doorways, columns, platforms. It's all there.
Wow.
Just sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, it's just there, right?
More brick under the bedrock.
It's just everywhere. Oh my gosh. Got some clinker bricks there on the corner.
Yeah, this looks like one of Leanne's. I'm not sure, but this is similar to her evidence that Leanne from the Brick Truth has been finding in Canada. And just a reminder that these bricks have an electrical component, and that's what we are investigating.
Yeah.
These sedimentary layers, but we know it's melted from behind, coming out. They're not going to build arches with just into the rock, so that if a train comes through, they can jump in here and save their life. It's a ridiculous story. So these arches, had a purpose, and they've been filled in by the melt behind. The arch part has survived. The rest is turned to block, but you see surviving bricks flecked all the way through the ground, brick here, but all turned into gravel and ash. More sort of train station looking mines.
Wow.
This is a mine too? This is a mine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gee, they were privileged. They had nice stairs, huh?
Like I said before, this is 5-star mining. Just a thank you to everyone out there, all of you, even if you're not doing ontology and doing other sort of stuff. Yeah. It's nice to share the journey, isn't it? Because it's a lonely one, which is nice. I do like my alone time, but it's nice to be able to share it as well. So thank you guys. It's something I found going out. Looks pipish, but it could be cooked down expanded brick. It's got this shape here, but obvious. There's so much junk sticking out of my town. There's obvious structure. It's not sedimentary because they're not lying down like a sediment would be lying down. This is all going, vertical and stuff. It's obvious building melt. In the ground, this was all brick paved, but they've turned into these swirling rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Pompeii Street.
Cobblestones. Heat damage on the surface here.
Cobblestones do not exist. They're a myth. They're actually melted red brick, period.
James says the place you showed was the Temple of Adonis.
Oh, thank you, James. The Temple of Adonis. I'm going to have to look that sucker up.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Adonis.
Adonis.
Love it. Oh, this is good too. This is a good example of how they try to say that these are sedimentary layers. Because on the left-hand side, right here on the very left, it's already melted together. But on the right of it, you can still see the separation of the brick.
And just the differences, you've got this dustified kind of towering one, and this, but it was all the one in the same thing. And definitely not a tree.
Spartan says, I see unconformity everywhere.
I love unconformity. More bricks there. Very thick walls, and if you look in here, it's just a thickness.
Wow.
This is in my town. I tried to get here. This is a lookout, but swirling with lines.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool, Deb.
Mm.
I like that. That got muffed up.
It sure did. And out here, they call this Mount Solitary, and somewhere around here, I think it's just here, is the ruined castle.
Oh.
Exactly like a castle. It's very blocky and, not an obvious castle, but you can see the towers and the blocks, and to a Meltologist's eye, you'd see it for sure.
Mm.
And the thickness of the
I like
walls.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, pancaking bricks in there. You can see a brick surviving here.
The arches do well, though. They really do.
I know it.
Oh, dear.
They always amaze me.
Now, this might even be one of Alchemost's. I'm not sure. But amazing photo because,
That's like a bunch of melted houses right there or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this one's been more cooked out. It's had its colour cooked out, and this has maintained its red brick colour, but definite.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the temples in India. You know how they look layered, the temples in India? If they melted down, they probably look like this.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen similar things to this in my area too, Jen, with the layering, and they do have that temple look. They have these straight edges and this peaked with a dome-type structure on the top, but all melted down.
Deb Alchemos says, epic evidence.
Yeah, it's yours, Alki, I think. This picture, anyway. You got some good ones.
No, it's all excellent evidence.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my gosh. This kind of reminds me of Crowley Columns in Crowley Lake, California.
I mean, a rocked roof. This was once perfect. Brick lines,
Who's going to make a rock roof like that?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And the way they're hanging down, they're fused in. They're not going to fall. They're fused into the other rocks. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This was just the style back then. Look
just
at these
more of
stairs.
those,
Wow.
And just to the left of the stairs is a clear brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can see that layering there to the other left.
Oh,
the other.
yes.
There you go.
Can you
The
look
other
on that a little bit on that wall, that brick wall on the left? Can you? Yeah. No, I just want to see near the top of it. Can you tell if those are rocks that are standing up straight on it on the top of that? See that the top of that wall? It's
These ones
yeah.
on here. I can see sort of a bricky shape.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
Patty.
Yeah.
Like the wall that you had, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think it just turned black.
Yeah, I think
Like
that's
maybe it's going obsidian or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed. I mean, it's got melted rock on the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, those steps are messed up.
Come on.
This is definitely part of the building, guys. They just rehabbed this out for tracks and came in and took out whatever they can get out, and then it's an abandoned mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Again, not a tree stump, guys. This is a tower, fully dustified, turned to ash.
The way it's going down like that, it reminds me of one of those ancient step wells. You ever see the step wells where they go down, 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 and they got all these little steps on the side walls, and they go down? They're usually in India. You find them step wells.
Oh, there's like a ton of them on each wall, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This is what this reminds me of, like a melted one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like brick survivors in this balloon rock. Cooked out to pink and grey. You can even see little bits of red brick in this melt down here.
What's this, a cistern?
It's inside a mountain, Janet. I think they're trying to say it's a bunker, but this is what's inside. Like if you're walking along and you see this rock and you go inside it, this is what's inside the rock.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that looks like what they call ancient cisterns, which cisterns are meant to hold water like they tell us and stuff. That's a bunch of bull crap, as far as I'm concerned anyway. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Wow.
Yeah, it sure does. Now, I think this is in Australia. I'm not sure. I can't be completely sure, but I'm pretty sure because I was pretty blown away. Yeah, tunnel to nowhere, tunnel into the bang. I mean, where's it going to go? Who built this here when it's going nowhere? It's not a bridge because the ground level's up here. So who would build this for no reason? So that's a pocket of survival. Melted brick around it. Another one of our keys. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Even down here, the bricklets in there. Amazing.
That looks like it got Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
It
does.
It was a fervent heat. Oh, nice. Let's just put a brick wall up on the side of this freaking cliff thing here. Are you kidding me?
I'm worried that rock might fall on me one day. I'm going to build a brick wall to hold it up.
Yeah.
Who's scaling that to put up that brick?
And the thickness of that wall.
It is thick. It's thick with brick. It says cliff dwellers. They know what they're doing. Oh, and this door. Dude, what is up with this?
I don't know.
It's a big jump up.
Is this like the entrance to the Bat Cave?
Yeah. Definitely.
And it's on a beach or something. Where are we at here? Is this a beach that we're on?
Looks like.
Yeah. I have no idea, Jen. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, it's a bizarre find. Of course, locked up, caged off so no one can get in and have a look. But, you can enter mountains, people. There's a whole world inside these
there sure
melted
is.
buildings, because that's what they are. They're melted buildings. They're not just a mountain. They're a mountain of something.
That's right. The word mountain has no standardized geological meaning.
No.
So these are massive blocks underground. I don't know who'd be dragging these underground. Look at the size of them. Bring the blocks, guys.
And
we're going to build this massive arch. Just
the steps look a little melted too. Here we go. We're sliding down those melted steps.
Yeah. And you can see the bricks still surviving in here. The rest of the wall knocked out. Oh yeah, we're living in an age where a meme, a hashtag, or a short YouTube video can contain more wisdom, knowledge, and truth than an entire Kinder to Year 12 Rockefeller-funded, state-sanctioned indoctrination system. Dim the lights and open your eye. The show is just beginning.
There you go. Nice.
Boom, baby.
I've learned so much more in this last couple of years than I ever have. It's been fantastic. I feel alive again just because the truth brings you back alive, doesn't it? It just reignites you. Even though they're hard truths, they're difficult truths, they're heavy truths. Oh, wow. Liberating to know them. Again, with those build-out.
Absolutely. The truth will set you free from all the lies. And his story is not our story, that's for sure.
Sticking up. Brick and mortar building.
Well, Leanne says she's trying to post in chat and nothing is showing up.
Oh, that was my problem too.
Me too. For weeks I didn't. And then I think it was Dana said to me, she sent me a chat on exactly how to start another channel, part of it. And I did. And then I could chat again. But till then I didn't know what to do. I'm not a high tech person like that, I'm just learning all this as we go along.
Yeah, they're after us.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yes, straight lines, right angles, obviously built structure, massive open way here. Bit sticking out of it. The layering.
I'll be right back, ladies. I got to go take my antibiotic. It's time for me to take it.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
This sort of meltification, solidified melt on the surface there. But you can see that there's structure underneath that there's brick lines under there. You can even see some brickies down here. Look at that. Bricks.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen enough of these. Yes.
Look at the bricks. I know.
Yeah, if you get digging, that's what you find, red bricks.
Yeah.
There's so many. I mean, they're everywhere. You can see the bricks. It's this once was a building, but they try to say this is all natural formation, or they're just baffled. They're baffled.
Yeah.
But, brick ash, justified. Extracted building on the coast. This looks like these bricks are squished in between this extracted brick that's expanded, turned to stone. It almost looks like it might have been piping, or it might have been part of an arch.
Yeah, it's like rounded.
And this is what I found when I went out. It looks almost like that piping or bricked. Looks almost like a pipe. So you can see the brick, the individual bricks that was part of it. Hooked out, just in the ground, sticking out. And the look on this guy's face.
Like, what is going on here?
I'm a caver. Why am I in a building when I'm supposed to be going caving?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
No.
You know what's funny, guys, is a while back, it was probably last year sometime, I was watching some amateur cavers, right? And this girl, or this guy, was ahead of the girl, right? Then he's kind of leading the way, and he's like, look, there's a brick wall right there. And she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, right there. And it was like a little sliver of brick, like maybe 3 or 4 layers, but it was right there. And they're like, what the hell's that doing there?
Right.
Yeah, I remember
then
that.
they just forget about it. You know what I mean? If they're not awake to it, they go, wow, we saw some bricks down in the cave. I don't know what they were doing there.
They must have put that in there to protect us from something.
It's just one of the mysteries.
They'll have you write narratives, Jen.
I could probably write a whole new narrative for the whole room. Oh, my tooth hurt a little.
Inside a cave, you'll find bricks. It's beautiful.
I bet inside my tooth, you'd probably find bricks. There's a brick in there right now. This is what the inside of my tooth looks like.
You see the structure here, the blocking, the melt. I don't know if these is meltification, or look, could even be a footprint. I don't know, but who'd walk in that barefoot? You'd think twice, but obviously melted surface there, built structure.
Some kind of melted floor, yeah.
Yeah, again with these bricks that go woody on the inside, looks very much like bark. It's not the clearest photo because I screenshotted from someone doing a video, and we can't use
Yeah.
videos anymore. So I got a bit of a screenshot of this brick
Yeah.
that's turned into bark, like
Yeah,
bark looking
exactly.
very
And that's
light.
what I think is throwing some people off, is when they see something like that. Oh, it's a tree. It's not a tree. It's not a tree.
It's very slatey looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen these before.
Oh yeah, guys, there's a band called Brick. This is their album cover.
Oh, cool.
All right, Summer Heat
Boom,
is
baby.
the name of the album. Look at this flat level plane
Yeah.
under the dome.
Under the dome.
Boom, baby.
Wow.
Ooh. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
I haven't heard their music or anything. I just stole their album cover.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so that
awesome.
was amazing.
Truth is out there.
Yeah, sure is.
And these columns, boy, they've gone sort of rounded brick columns, but yeah, all
Looks
cooked
like
out.
they go. It looks like that goes down underneath, maybe.
Yeah. Obvious blocking here with the layering of these black blocks in between. All part of the mountain now, but it was once a building. This whole thing was a building.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that's really cool. Oh, I love this picture.
Oh,
This is a really interesting site.
Wow.
You know what this reminds me of? Göbekli Tepe
Right, yes.
in Turkey.
Yeah, this might be Ireland, Jen. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I
but
think it is
yeah,
somewhere up there in Ireland.
Wow.
Again with this mountainside with the things inside, but bricks on the ground here, red brick. Mortar coming through. This is not stalactites, stalagmites. It's mortar drippage.
I would love to hear their bullshit narrative for this place.
I think it's like got a bunker narrative or something like that, Jen.
Oh, that's right. You did say bunker. Look at this. Sedimentary layers or melted brick.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
brick
brother.
wall
I love that.
of this brick thing.
You look like you're inside Vesuvius right now. Oh, yeah, look at that.
The waterfall, but jeez.
Arches
so
everywhere.
well
Look-
made.
And when you
I
look
don't
on the
know.
ground there, when you look on the ground, you could see those rounded stones, like what they would call cobblestones, but it's just a melted brick.
Yeah.
Right.
And how long they can go. They turn into the long and they can go blocky. It's this long one. Yeah. And I don't know where this ladder goes. It must be how they get down or who knows. But wow.
Like, what are they mining down there? They're bricking is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Massive
Look at this.
building.
Now, to me, this looks like whatever outer coating was on it has melted down more over it. And now there's only a thin layer left on there. And underneath is like you would want to take a chisel to this thing because you're going to find
Yeah.
brick under all that.
Hmm.
Well, you see this in Petra a lot because they had exterior moldings and stuff. And a lot of times you could see where the molding melted down and then you could see the brick layers underneath. And there's only a thin layer of the molding left on there now. That's what this looks like. Well, they call them rock curtains. We say rock curtains, but I think this is what it is. And I could be wrong. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Look at that. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, brick survivors in that.
You know, mackerel is really good. Have you ever eaten mackerel?
I don't like mackerel. It's too oily.
I
For
fed
me.
it to my cats one time. I bought a can of it. And I'm like,
Oh,
well,
my
let me try
cats
it.
like it, but I don't like it.
And I'm like, it wasn't bad. You know,
Mm.
it didn't taste fishy. Like it
Mm.
tasted like, I don't know,
I
chicken.
don't know. Everything tastes like chicken.
Look at that. Is that a face?
That's a statue head. But geologists say this is a natural formation, guys.
Of course.
Of
They
course,
say
yeah.
It's natural because, but it's an obvious statue head.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Melted out. You can see that it's, Yeah.
And it's probably made of brick.
Yeah.
I've seen statues in India that have their whole outside coating off, and on the interior of these statues is all brick. A whole brick Buddha you can find in India.
Wow.
Without its coating on it. Yeah. Elephants, brick elephants, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, this would be one you could chip away at and find something. But for the geologist to say, oh, look at this natural formation, what a coincidence. Yeah, that's just one of those melted out stones in my street.
Wow.
There could have been some kind of tech running through there that heated up more in that location and got that all melty. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, it's an anomaly that happens. You see it a lot.
That's on your street?
Yeah, this is in the main street of my town, and all the gutterings used to be made of this stuff. Like down here, this is on the street footpath, but down here, closer to the street, all the gutters were made out of this, and they've come along and covered it up with concrete and made proper gutterings because they were all melted down and sinking and uneven and old world. Again, Cockatoo Island, Australia, red brick, a little bit of red brick there. Just inside a mine, do you think they'd go to all the trouble of paving the ground? Wow. That was once red brick. This is all red brick, but the floor has survived.
That is cool, Deb. That is really cool. I like that.
This is what can happen to the bricks.
It's like a melted house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pocket of survival there.
I wonder what the sign says. There was a sign down in the front on the right. I wonder what the narrative is on that. See the white sign? Either that or it just says keep out, one or the other.
Don't take bricks home, maybe.
Yeah.
Your typical stairs up to the pocket of survival sticking out. This was all a building.
That's right. The whole mountain is the building. It's a mountain of melted buildings.
Yeah.
Now this might be bird poo. This one might be bird poo, but bricks inside there. But this has all been cooked out and dustified and disintegrating, and all pushed out of shape. Pushed forward from behind.
You could see how many layers there are, though, of the brick. I mean, a lot of these, they're even the Star Forts, they're thick with brick. Like at the, what were those things called? Those kilns, not the ones that we were showing, the curved ones, but Mark was showing furnaces here in Alabama. Yeah. And those things was layered. It looked like this. It looked just like this. But you could see the interior, layer after layer after layer of brick.
Yeah, oak ovens.
Yeah, just another cave that's brick lined. Beehive construction. Now another natural arch surviving. Yeah, incredible melt there.
Wow.
Yeah. It all makes perfect sense now. Once you realize all this stuff's melted, it all makes sense.
And just the height of this arch, compared to this little dude down here, that's a big entranceway to something.
Yeah, it wasn't I know he was talking about the coke ovens, but what I was referring to with the layers and layers of brick, Mark had shown a while ago on his channel and on this channel was the furnaces that are here in Alabama. They're furnaces where they supposedly made, I don't know what, something having to do with the Civil War, these furnaces, but they're huge and they're kind of like rectangular, but they go up like this and then they square off up top. And he's got them on his channel. I'll have to look them up. But anyway, they're layer after layer after layer of brick.
10 brick thick or something. It's just, amazing evidence. And this, I see a lot of this, in the footpaths around in one of the bushwalks that I go in Australia. It's melted out brick on the floor, and you can see these are cooked out brick layers. on the beach. I'm pretty sure this is Australia too.
Wow.
Not the clearest pic, but I did like that one. Now this is
Look
in
at
my
that.
area. Yeah. Melted steps into a pool and they come down here. But it's out in the
There's
bush. It's out in the
There's
bush.
more brick there on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, I like this.
Find the brick.
Amongst all the melted brick.
Yeah, the rest is twin block, but you'll always find that little survivor in there somewhere.
Little bricklet surviving. Look at these little bricklets.
Balls of steel or something. I don't know. It's the iron
a-
contact.
Wow.
That sort of
It's a
crusty-
cobblestone road.
crusty balls. All right, microscopic images of clay particles. You know, it's sort of what we see in the melt on the macro, the pancaking, and this sort of almost looks like that viscosity that we see. But it's on
Yeah, it's got
the
that
micro,
sleek-
you know, that sort of stringy kind of look, and this sort of chunking that we've got, almost cubit looking shapes here in these microscopic pictures. So yeah, macro to micro, same thing.
Wow.
And this, I thought this wasn't even real when I first saw it, but I know this guy does amazing research. So yeah, somewhere in Germany, this little melted red brick house.
Oh no. No. It's a clinker brick house. See, that was the style, and everybody was doing it back then, and they made their house to look like this.
But I love this little brick here that's sort of cooked out. It's gone hollow and round.
And it's like all wavy and like, you know, like it's just about to melt
Yeah.
down. Like it's mid wave melt. It's cool looking.
It's got that gouty look.
Wow.
Big chunky melt.
Yeah.
And this looks like it might have been some long tunnel type thing, or I don't know what that was, but it stretches along the beach. Another one here, Australia, Cockatoo Island. These convicts, you know.
Oh,
They were master masons.
it was good. I know. Talented.
No experience necessary.
Massive sandstone blocks just blended in with these brick,
Oh,
almost
I
an
think we have
arch
someone
shape.
coming in. Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
Pyramids. Here she comes. I think. Yeah. Not yet.
Any minute now. But yeah, this decorative fireplace piece that's all been melted over. Leaning tower, thick with brick. See how some of these are in quite good condition, these blocks, compared to the rest of it.
Mm.
Now this has got severe heat damage on the outside. This hasn't been carved. You can see the air pockets that have popped in the melt, and almost see a brick inside in there. It's got this outer coating. Not carved, but moulding on the outside of a building that's leaning over, falling down.
Yeah, I got the heat expansion.
Mm.
Or this Irish coastline.
These are
Just-
amazing.
Bricks everywhere, all under the flood that happened here. But yeah, big with brick.
There's probably a lot more going on underground there too.
This is one of mine that I took in my area. You can see this slab shape that had this coating over the top. in this globular kind of melt. This I found quite interesting because I've seen twisted, twirly columns on the Hydro Majestic. There's one twisted column and it's all large at the base and it goes thinner at the top. So I wondered if this was one of those twisted, twirly columns.
It's just lying down. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it
fallen
looks
down
like.
in the melt. Yeah, and this, molding, almost like some of the molding we see on the outside of the building still surviving there. But yeah, inside bricks.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's just cracked.
Oh, world's oldest rock.
Oldest rock. Nearly 4 billion years old and not one bit of erosion.
Like, how do they even know? I thought you couldn't date rock.
And someone else said, yeah, because they dated every rock in the world and this one's the oldest.
This is the one. Yeah. This is the one.
It's easier to fool people than to convince them they've been fooled.
That's right.
Just saying. Well, that's another.
Can anybody see me or hear me? I have
Yes, it is. Hi, Crystal.
Guys.
Hi.
Happy ladies.
Welcome.
I'm in the car.
Oh, you are driving?
Yeah.
Oh God, be careful.
I'm driving. I'm a passenger. But yeah, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh,
But-
hi.
Yeah, I got some new boots on the ground stuff yesterday. So yay.
Nice.
But okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to say hello. So
No problem. I'm glad you did. Yeah.
this is
Awesome.
the ladies tonight. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
We'll see when you get in, Crystal. Thanks so much.
Oh, this is your doggy.
The lady.
Can't wait to see
Aw.
evidence. Wild.
Oh,
Hey, little doggy.
That's Jasmine. That's my
that's
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
I
Hi,
love
Jasmine.
Hi,
Hi.
Jasmine.
You.
it. She is.
So cute.
Oh, she's got spunk. That little dog. Oh,
Are you on your way home now?
No, not on the way home. And I wish I could share my photos with you guys, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe I could send you guys the photos on Messenger, and you guys could share them.
Maybe. I don't know how to do that either. I don't know. Send them on Messenger and then we can share them, maybe.
Yeah, or I could just wait for another time. But yeah,
Yeah.
boots
yeah.
on the. Hey, Frederick.
Maybe another time. Maybe next week
Yeah.
or so. Maybe you can come back in. You know, that would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm so glad you stopped in, though.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing that footage.
Yeah.
Your backyard, Patty. Your Meltology backyard.
I haven't been able to go any place like to really do a lot of, boots on the ground. So I'm kind of sticking out back for now. It's kind of funny in a way, I never know what I'm going to find or what I'm going to kick up when I'm walking or anything. So,
Yeah.
thank you. Did
I
you
was
get to see most of these things that Deb is showing? They're fantastic. Awesome evidence.
Yeah, my connection's not so good, so it's kind
Yeah,
of like
in and out.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
guys, you know how I showed you some pictures of those, like what you were saying, Jen, with the cistern columns? This is what it looks like from the outside. And inside there was all those cistern
Oh,
columns.
my.
But you can see a bit of brick in there, a little red brick. And going inside there, and it's all held up with those columns.
Wow.
Crazy if you found that, wouldn't you? Be like, what?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Stick some Antiquitech on top and we're good. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Melanie says Crystal's got to be in the passenger seat, right? I hope so, Crystal. Yeah.
No, don't.
Oh,
Not
I
driving.
think- did she hear us? She heard us. Yeah. Yeah.
Australian melt here. This almost looks like Buddha shaped, head,
Yeah.
shoulders. very bricky.
Absolutely. There seems to be red sandstone everywhere.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, this is an example of the bricks turning into that wood type
Mm.
looking. It looks like splintery. It looks very much like wood, but that is actually stone.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, you can almost see bricks in here.
that's crazy looking.
Yeah. Looks like a giant melted red brick worm or something.
Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh.
Again, what they call a natural arch, but it's got the bricks sticking out.
Wow, look at it.
Look
The
at that.
bricks, isn't it? Still holding its form. Isn't that
Oh,
amazing?
just like a
Look.
cooked up mess of everything. Look at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not tectonic plates, not sedimentary structure. Yeah, this is clay particles. They charge up, and this side's normally, what does it say? External surfaces are negatively charged. So this is all negatively charged on the outer side of the clay particle. And the edges can be positive or negative. And I don't know what a cation is, but cations balance the charge deficiencies. So I was thinking that based on the clay particle and what we've seen here, and there are deficiencies and there are cations that balance these deficiencies, is that's why we see the variations in the melt. It would be depending on the charge in the clay particle of each individual brick. And that's what makes them do different things.
Wow. Deb, I'll be back in just a minute, all right?
Okay, Patty.
Girls, I'll be right back.
You better be.
Yep. My cat just came in here. I had to get her out of here. She would start clawing everything up in here.
Is it Lola? Is it Lola Jen? What's your cat's name?
Yeah, Lola. I was going to grab her up, but she ran off. She comes in here. She wants to go out, and there's a thunderstorm coming, so I'm not letting her out.
I've got a melted red brick pathway here. This to me looks like surviving bricks in the melt.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Underground. It's the it, guys. That was quick. Sorry. I thought there was more than that. I swear there was more. Okay, that must be it.
Yeah, I was on Google Earth last night, and I was looking at coastlines around New Zealand and Australia, and then a lady, Genevieve, I think, I forget, she posted something in the group where it shows red bricks in the rocks on the shoreline somewhere in Australia. It reminds me of what you just showed there.
Yeah, I saw that post too. I think Genevieve is from New Zealand, and she's new to the group, and she posted some excellent evidence. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's really wild.
Have you guys looked? Have you looked at the coastline of Tasmania? Tasmania coastline is all cooked out. It's crazy looking.
I've seen the what they call the tessellated pavements, and right along that coast there, where it's all structured into boxes and like a grid along the Tasmanian coast.
Yeah, it's crazy looking.
But yeah, the more that I look at it, it's like pretty much all coastlines are melted, and which begs the question: what are continents?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at Australia. I think the whole continent of Australia there was a building. The whole thing.
Yeah, and like Pakistan, Afghanistan, that whole area is just like a giant melt flow. And so it's smaller buildings on top of a larger structure that also melted down. It's just getting crazier the more I get into this.
Yes. Absolutely.
Stop screen. All right. So Patty stepped away for a while. Jen, did you have something you wanted to show, or?
Yeah. Are you able to control the screen share if I come in on one?
I don't know.
I think Patty will have to allow it.
No, guess what?
Go.
Dean
What,
and
Patty?
they're taking care of it behind in the studio. They're doing all that.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they're listening.
Well,
so Jen
I'll get
wants
into
to come in. I think if you just, share and do what you have to do, they'll see it and let you in. I think.
Okay. All right. Well, I started my screen share. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, but those pictures were awesome. Absolutely
thanks, Patty.
awesome. You have the best evidence. Jeez.
Yeah, no, your stuff's really blown my mind with all the mining tunnels and
Yeah.
old world buildings that are partially melted out that are being used as mines.
Yeah. Same.
Okay, you're in. Is this a video, Jen?
All right. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to work here. Just give me 1 second. Arizona, and I'm going to be showing this for my next live stream, which is the melted states of America. And we already did Alabama. Next is Arizona, and these are supposedly Indian ruins that they're on here. It says never before seen. So let me zoom in on this. Oh yeah, she's in Arizona?
Yeah.
She lives there, yeah.
Yeah, I live in Arizona.
Yeah.
I live in Arizona.
Yeah.
I can go here and get the picture if you want. Prescott's like 2 hours from me.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'll send you this link so you can check it out. But we're gonna look at this video real quick. There's brick everywhere. It's all melted brick.
Oh my
and
goodness.
they say these are Indian ruins.
Yeah.
Pile of melted bricks.
Wow.
Is it playing okay? There it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It goes and then it stops a little. Then it goes again.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Is it playing? There it goes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll close my Facebook out behind it here. That should help. Maybe it'll play a little smoother now. But this whole area is all building. It's all muffed up, and they have the narrative that these are Indian ruins.
Wow. And we've seen what the Indians can do, and yet this is, very different compared to those pillars and those amazing stuff. And then this is just red brick ruins.
Oh, Dana says it's great to see 4 professional ladies on the screen. Deborah, Jen, Crystal, and Patty. Thank you, Dana.
Oh, thank
Thanks,
you.
Dana. That's wonderful.
So this stuff is everywhere. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Deb.
Oh, sorry. I just thought Manny says that's what Indians do.
So this whole area is filled with these sites, and they're going to different little locations here and stuff. And everywhere they go, everywhere the camera points, you can see it's melted brick.
Wow.
It's just like little brick walls popping out everywhere and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Look up here. There's it goes all the way up this hill because the whole hill is the building. They're just
wow. all red brick. Look at that.
Oh, I think we lost Crystal.
Oh no.
She was driving. She probably went through like a dead zone thing or something. You know, that's what I call it when there's no, she loses the connection. She'll come back
Yeah.
in. Wow.
I think these are little porcupine spurs that they're picking up.
Wow.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but they look like porcupine spurs.
Huh.
But all of it is melt. It's all melted.
Wow.
And did you say this was in India? Because it just looks like
It's in Arizona.
But Indian what? Indian. Wait, what did they say?
Oh, it's
that it was?
it's
Indian ruins.
called
they
Never
said.
Before Seen
Oh, red
Indian
Indian.
Ruins
Yeah,
near Prescott, Arizona. Look,
so
there's
much
a big
land.
mound
Too. They
of
say this.
melted brick right there. They're kind of blown away by these ruins too. They don't know what they're looking at, but
No, they
they're
don't.
there's just a shock. Look at that mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this whole thing of melted brick right there.
Wow.
Look at all this.
And what do they think when they see the
Look at
brick?
that.
I mean, what do they think? It was like somebody's old house and it fell down or something? I mean, you know, I don't
They
know.
just think they built it like this. And then, you know, over time it gets destroyed by weathering. You know, that's always the thing. But look at this big conglomeration of stuff. And then you have this little brick all in between it all.
I know it.
Look at this. Look. It's crazy.
Cairo says a mountain of brick building. Huh.
That's right. They're finding some pottery shards and stuff, pieces of bowls, because people lived here, but it wasn't Indians. Now, I'm not saying the Indians or whatever people may have come back after the X Factor that were stragglers, we call them the Indian tribes and stuff, may have rehabbed some of these made them into some kind of shelters and lived in them, but they would not be the original builders of this stuff. I'm sorry. You can tell this stuff's been X Factor.
Right.
Like in Cappadocia in Turkey, a lot of people go in and rehab out and refurbish these dwellings, say they're natural structures, and turn them into a dwelling, but it was actually a dwelling to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing too, is the amount of abandoned properties. Even the sort of the more modern mansions, there's so many abandoned places everywhere. I mean, obviously something's happened to these people. And,
Absolutely. There's a lot of abandoned chateaus and mansions in France, like out in the middle of the woods and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, and all their stuff still there, their photographs, like their personal things, and just vanished.
Wow.
What's up with that? Did they not comply with the... I don't know, where'd they go? They didn't comply with the Masons.
They were erased.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I was thinking too a couple times, like all the insane asylums that they say were all over, like this country. I mean, all over the place, all over the world. But Jen, how many were in this country? You did a thing on those asylums, right? And is it because people were crazy, or is it because they didn't comply, and that's where they stuck them?
The buildings themselves were not originally asylums. They repurposed them. So I think that the generation after the X Factor event, the ones that they were trying to reintroduce into society and repopulate, there was a lot of residual memory there. Maybe they were older, a little bit older than the younger ones when it happened, and they were not able to suppress these memories and acclimate to the new way of things. And they started sticking people in these asylums. Because, see, a lot of things would spread by word of mouth back then. They didn't start teaching history or geology until the mid-1800s, like around 1860, 1865 is when they start teaching the historical narratives, geology, and all this type of stuff, volcanology and everything.
Mm.
Hey, kitty. What are you doing? Come here. Say hi. Trying to get Lola over here.
I know. When I try to pick mine up, they run. I guess they don't want to be on screen.
All right. If you take the comment off the screen, you can probably see her. I can't hold her very long. She's gonna. Well, there you go.
Not in the comments.
There she is.
Hi.
Lola.
She's like, what are you doing?
Oh, she's cute.
She's a good girl. All right. Calm down.
I always crack up when Shapu is on and his cat starts meowing as soon as he goes on the show.
Yeah, as soon as he goes on. Every time.
Yeah.
One time he locked her in the bathroom just so she would stop like clawing
Oh.
on her, and she busted out somehow.
Oh my goodness.
It was so funny. All right, so yeah, this has a little bit more ways to go, and there's lots of stuff here. And I do have another video. It's called Cavette Dwellings, and these are in Arizona as well. Oh my gosh. And they say that these are cliff dwellers that, made these little cavernous little sections to live in along the cliffs and everything.
Yeah, the little amateurs on them. Yeah. With the ladders and all that stuff.
Well, this doesn't have so many of that stuff. This is a location that we're going to see. Look how cooked out this stuff is, guys. But this next location is going to be really cool, too. Sure, maybe people went in there and used them for shelter after the X Factor event, but originally what you're going to see is just parts of the building, like the arches and stuff. Almost kind of coke oven looking in a way. Some of it. They're up in the cliffs.
Oh, wow.
Look how cooked out this rock is. This underwater would be called coral.
Right.
Or geologists will say there was an ancient, ocean here. So everywhere you look, there's stacked brick amongst the melt. There's,
Well,
not sure what it is. Oh, there's another wall right there. Yeah. Now that is a tree stump. But yeah, look, I mean, there's just stuff everywhere, all along this ridge line. It's the whole thing is the building.
Yeah.
The box are back.
That goes down. Looks like it goes down a couple of levels down in there, maybe. It's down there. Oh, okay. We're going in. Didn't see this part. Oh, it comes out somewhere else. Oh, look at this. Wow. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Passageway.
Oh, it looks like a little pyramid over there. Look at that. With a tree growing out of it.
It's a splatter cone, Jen.
Yeah, splatter cone. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of melt there on the right-hand side too. Look at that. Boom. You should just went off it really quickly. All right, I'm going to go to the next video because they're leaving out this site right now. So let me see if I can get this video to work. I have to go up here to the 2-minute mark, I think. It might take a second to load here. This is a 5-minute one. So just have to give me a second to get this sucker to load up. I don't know why my processing power sucks so on this computer.
I don't know how to do that, so you'll have to give me some hints. I don't know how to do that, to load a video in that. Not yet. I'm not a techie, like I said.
I used to be a Trekkie. I used to be in the outer space and all that stuff.
has caved in on itself. But look at this. You can still see
Hold on.
the wall structure, which
I'm trying to mute it. Okay, let me go back a little because he's too far ahead in the video. Here, let me show you this as he's walking up to it. You can see. All right, yeah, I can start it from here. All right, here we go, guys. These are cavette dwellings along the Verde River in Arizona. Is it coming in clear?
Wow, yeah. Look at all those openings.
Playing. So see all the arches along the ridge?
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming up here, yeah.
Massive slabbing there.
So here he actually goes up, gets in there. You can see off in the distance on that ridge across from us, there's more of these supposed cavette dwellings. But really, it's just part of the melted building because the whole ridge line, everything around here was the building.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And here we're on the interior of these melted buildings. He goes in a few of them, and a lot of them, you can still see the brick.
Mm.
Oh, that flat ceiling. Mm.
So blackened.
Soot
and
blackened.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, there's lines in there too.
Oh, Crystal's back, but she's muted.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi.
Still.
Yay!
This is Montezuma Castle, right? Is that the name of this place, Montezuma Castle?
Probably. Is
No,
it Jen? Is it
it's
called a castle?
cavette. It's called
Wow.
cavette dwellings along the Verdun River in Australia.
Australia.
Oh.
I mean, excuse me, Aaron. I'm sorry, Deb. Oh my
This is
gosh.
Arizona.
I'm trying to figure out why my video is not working. But yes, it's in Arizona. I apologize.
Yeah, I think this place is like 2.5 hours from me.
Nice, Crystal.
The
Yeah.
Verde
Okay.
River? Do you know where the Verde River is?
Yeah, Verde Valley.
Yeah, it's called
Verde River. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm gonna.
That's where you're going to find it.
Okay, I will go find this place. You've totally inspired me for some new material.
Sweet.
Awesome, Crystal.
Yeah,
On the job.
Arizona has a lot of stuff going on.
For
But
sure.
yeah, you're definitely spot on about all these Indian ruins around here. They're not Indian ruins at all.
Right, exactly. I think he was saying this was pottery or something, but it looks like a piece of cooked out brick to me. But, what do I know? And a couple of them that he goes in are in such good condition he can go in and through to the next one because they're all interconnected because this was a building at one time.
Right.
It's just that other parts have closed down on itself.
Going.
And so much about what we've been taught, the Native American narrative and the timelines on the Native American narrative. I mean, just everything is in question at this point now.
Absolutely. Look at this. Is that a melted doorway right there? Looks like something you would see at Petra. A janky, weird doorway.
Oh my gosh. That is it's so clear. It's so defined.
Yeah, it's scorching. Mm.
I think he goes in this little room here. Yeah.
Yeah, Jen,
Look.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So there's a cave. I've been to a bunch of times. I've posted some pictures in the group. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's called Pepper Sauce Cave. And when you get in there, there's like just like what you were describing, how, you know, one part of this is connected to another part, you know, and he's like walking through this structure. It's the same thing at Pepper Sauce Cave. It's like, you know, one cavern, you know, opens into another cavern, and there are rooms. And then, you know, in these rooms, like these melted arches, and you see what looks like melted staircases. And it's just, anyway, no, this is amazing. This video is amazing that you're showing.
Yeah, I didn't even know what a cavette dwelling was. You know, I had to look it up. I never heard of this stuff before. But I saw the video come up, and I could see in this thumbnail all the arches that we just saw like a second ago here in the video as he was panning around this ridge line here. And I'm like, well, I know what those are. I don't know why they're calling them cavette dwellings. So I had to, you know, educate myself on the false narrative to see what it is that they're saying about this place. But yeah, it's just cooked out building. It looks like this part here looks like Sodom and Gomorrah-ish. It's like some of it's cooked out more than others. And of course, in the state that it's in now, if you had heavy rains for a period of time, you would definitely have erosion. I'm not saying erosion's not a real thing, but look at this. The whole thing was a building.
Yeah,
it's just melted in.
Erosion is just a component of what's going on there. And it's not the biggest component either.
Right.
Man, look at you can still see that. You can still see the shape of the blocks.
Yes. This is what I was saying. So you can so see it's a building. And they just say that these are cliff dwellers, you know, Indian cavette dwellings. They blame everything on the Indians or a volcano or some asteroids. I love these personal little hikes that people do because you just see so much.
Right.
And the insides are always filled with this ash and rubble, and you know, it's not, erosion's not going to blow those rocks in there. It's
Yeah, now over here is really muffed up, but then this once he gets past this, he gets some really good pocket of survival stuff.
guys, I'm just going to pop out for like 3 minutes. Be back in a second.
All right.
I would fast forward through this, but I don't want to mess up the video. It's running okay right now.
David, it's fine. It's fine.
I think he's explaining that this was some kind of stone they ground their grains on or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But that's heat expansion right there. That's all that is. There's holes and everything. It's just cooked out brick.
So you're going to plan a trip down to Alabama?
Who's that?
It's me, Patty. Are you going to plan a trip down to Alabama? I mean, to Alabama, to do boots on the ground.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing some more boots on the ground. I'm going to go out to visit Ceiling Fan Man in Washington State, probably end of September, beginning of October, maybe, if I can get the money together. And I can't wait to do boots on the ground out there. That'll be really cool.
Awesome. That's great.
It's hard for me to get out now and do the boots on the ground because there's so much foliage here in Alabama, and it's extremely muggy, hot, and buggy. It's been like 100. Today it was 103.
Oh.
So I really have to wait till like fall, going into December, even if it's a mild winter, which I think it's going to be a mild winter. But once all the leaves fall and everything, and I can get out there.
The heat's gone from here for now anyways. It's down to like the 80s. It's nice out now. and lower humidity, because it was terrible those 3 or 4 weeks when it was so high and 100 degrees and too much.
Yeah. We've had a completely humid summer here, except for a couple of breezy days, and they didn't even last very long.
Yeah.
And it's just been one of those shitty summers, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't even put my pool up this year. It's just too icky to even go out there.
Yeah.
It's been cold here, guys. It's been like top temperature is 10 degrees.
Really?
What did you say?
So this is
Freezing
your winter.
here. Yeah, I'm in winter.
Oh, wow.
Nearly snowing yesterday.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Is that a cobblestone?
Yeah, I think so.
He's really fascinated by these stones. If he only knew what he had in his hand.
I know. Oh, what's the matter?
Oh,
that's Mitzi. It's one of my stones.
oh.
Want to come over here? She's a little teeny thing, and she has this very deep meow,
Yeah.
He loves that brick. I wonder what he's saying about it.
Like a hammer now. Awesome.
All right, here we go. We're going in another one. Look at the bricks, the melted bricks right there. It's just crazy. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's just all kinds of rooms in there and stuff. It probably goes back even further if you could bust through some of these little things and stuff.
I would love to see that, be there in person. Yeah, that's awesome. Mm.
He's good with the camera. I gotta say, he's moving nice and slow, and
yeah, so you can see it and everything. Nice.
See the view across the ridge there? You can see more of them. This whole thing was a building. There are arch after arch.
Wow. I bet Crystal goes there.
Oh, that'd be great if she goes here and gets the boots on the ground. That would be awesome. It didn't look, from the beginning of the video, it doesn't look like it's too far from the road that he parked on. He had a little bit of a walk, and then he just goes around this ridge line. So I think it's pretty accessible. Here, this one goes through to the next one.
I'm looking at all the land that's around, this available land that they say, we don't have. Well, there's vast stretches of land.
Yeah, it's like Australia. You guys all live along the coast.
Yeah.
Kind of, and then pretty much most of Australia isn't inhabited.
And the same with
Manny just said she sent you a link about a volcano. Did you get it?
Where did she send me this link at? Is it in chats or email?
She didn't say.
I need to know what that. Let's see here. Yeah, I think when he's talking about these stuff, he's talking about the historical narrative, and I think they said they made bread on this thing or something. I'm not sure. Let me see here. It's not in Facebook Messenger. Where did she sent me this link at?
She says, she just says, did you see the link I sent you at the Truth Seeker 69?
In the comments on your video before the last one, it reminds me of your theory on volcanoes. Okay. Let me check. So look, I mean, it's like room after room after room he's going into all along this ridge line.
Well, it looks really similar to the Bushman's Cave that I videoed as well. And it looks like this inside, exactly like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm on the Truth Seeker 69 channel, and I'm on Ripple Effect, Faking Volcanoes to Fake His Story. And you're saying it's under this video, the link? Because I don't see it. Just, let me see here. No. I don't see a link right now. If there's any other way you want to send it to me, my email is, I'll put it in the chat. So you can send it to me in an email. We'll do it that way. Oh, I guess that's the end of the video there. He's talking now. Yeah. So let me come off this screen share. I get my StreamYard to show back up for me. Here we go. All right. I'm going off screen share now. So that's it. That's what I got over there. I would open my Facebook up and show you the other stuff I have, but Facebook's not cooperating with me right now. Why do you want to try it?
All right. I can show some evidence.
My email's in the chat. And I got to go pee. I'll be right back.
All right.
What'd you do, kitty?
I don't see your email. I don't think I'm seeing all the chat. I don't think I'm seeing all the chat. So when I go in, I won't be able to see it. So you can, say if they put them up on the screen, what they're saying. All right, Deb?
Oh, sorry, Patty. I was reading comments. So what did you say?
If Dean puts something up, a comment on the screen, I guess I haven't been reading them all. So I won't be able to see them when I go in to show some evidence.
No worries.
So we might have a couple of laughs with some of my evidence because I got a little carried away with a sledgehammer. So I'm going to go in and share this now. Let's see. Share screen. Tell me if you're seeing anything yet.
Not yet, Patty.
All right, wait a minute now. Okay. All right, are you seeing?
Having fun, guys. Thank you for having me on tonight with you.
Oh, I'm thrilled you came on. This is great. Are you seeing anything yet? No, huh?
No, not yet.
All right, let me do this again.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe it's going to work now.
Bye, Kairos. Thanks for stopping by, Kairos. Love your stuff. Great channel there, guys. I am Kairos. He's got some.
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah. Bye, Kairos. So, Manny, you said this is the video that you commented on and you dropped my link in there. Why don't you just drop the link to the volcano video in here so I can just click on it? Or are you saying that just your comment is what you wanted me to read? Let's see here.
Are you seeing my screen stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So I've been kind of busy. I cleaned out my mom's house. I'm trying to clean this house out and do a little sorting and packing and stuff. So I'm sticking around my backyard for now. Backyard, more evidence. All right.
I love it.
I
It's a
know.
treasure trove.
It's all I could do, and I wanted to do something, like for an hour here and there. So this rock right here it's a funny story, and I think I have a little video on it. It used to be in another place in the yard, and years ago there was a guy here that was smoothing out the backyard and stuff, and I asked him if he'd take his bulldozer and move it way over to the corner of my property, and he did. And I've never really noticed it until now. You know what I mean? So let's see. I got a little video here of it.
Here in my backyard, right here, is a big rock that, well,
Can you hear
a long
it?
time ago we had
Yes.
Okay.
a guy here that was smoothing out the backyard and all of that, and he had like a big bulldozer, and this was sitting kind of in the middle of the yard, and I said, can you push that down to the property line where the marker is? And he did. So this is my big rock, and since we put it there, a couple of trees grew on either side because, I don't know, I think the chipmunk or the squirrel, somebody hide some acorns there. So these are both 2 oak trees that grew, and it's just really big. I just wanted to see how big it was. It's, a melted something, some kind of structure. But you can see lines. You can see the lines in here. We got a picture over here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, oops. My hair's caught in a branch. There. So I'm here in my backyard.
So this is just another little video of it from the other side.
Here from my neighbor's driveway from this side of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Oh, you
big.
can see the brick in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Melted down. It's pretty square right here
Yeah.
on this side. It's the big rock in the corner of my property.
Wow, look at that edge.
So look at how squared that is, that angle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Perfect
that's
rock.
just not a rock. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously it was a part of a building. It's just squared. Yeah.
You can almost make out the bricks underneath, inside.
Yeah.
Ghost
Yeah.
bricks.
Yeah. That's just another picture of it there. And that's just one side of it is like that. The other sides were squared, but just this other side is a little, muffed up. One side. Oh, so I started taking some pictures of some of the other balloon rocks and stuff that are part of a wall that used to be the foundation for the barn that we had taken down a long time ago. And that's where I'm finding all these rocks and things like these here. There's a lot of strange, look, it's just all melty. You can see all the lines here, all the brick lines, all the compression on them. And I mean, I've been in this house for 43 years, so it's just stuff that's always been there, and I just really never looked at it. Now I look at it with a different set of eyes, obviously. For me, it's been about, I don't know, about maybe 6 or 7 months, really, looking at everything a different way now.
Wow, it's
Absolutely,
just
yes.
there in your
And
backyard.
Yeah.
And Manny, I just wanted to let you know, I got the link. I opened it up. I shared it with Shapu. He's got it right now. Shapu, you should look at this.
On the job, poo. Ash poo.
I've filmed this a long time ago. Video
The title of it is very interesting. The title says, Scientists Find 1.8 Billion Year Old Nuclear Reactor.
Oh,
Wow.
Hidden in South America.
oh my goodness.
So, yeah, I'm going to check that out.
And the barn was still here. And these are just some of the rocks that are, that were part of it. I just wanted to take a video of this here. And then underneath, some of these big rocks. Oh, there's the chickens. Hi, girls.
Can you guys hear me?
So I just wanted
Yes.
Yes.
Crystal.
Okay. All right. What you just said about the nuclear reactor, there's an area in India, Mohenjo, I don't know how to pronounce it, Mohenjo-Daro, Mohen.
Yes.
Okay, is that the place
Yes.
you're talking about?
I don't know. This one says it's in South America.
Oh, in South
Here.
America. What's
Yeah.
really interesting
Really
about the
sweet.
Mohenjo-Daro pictures
Stuff.
that I've seen
It
is
was
there's
an
tons
area
of
in
skeletons
the lower part of the cellar.
that seem to be just somehow preserved.
It was bricked up, like kind of strange. It's over there. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
wait for
Mohenjo-Daro. That's a really interesting place.
a picture of it.
Yeah, I think it was X
It was
Factor.
all kind of like blocked up with rocks, and it did kind of have a rounded top. And we always wondered, I wonder why that's like that. So once that comes down, I'll take a video of that too.
This is just part of the wall. There's like 3 sides to it.
Wow.
We call this area the pit. We call it the pit because it was, it was a 2-story barn, upstairs and downstairs. But that's where I found a lot. My very first video was in my cellar of my home.
So we call this the pit.
Well, that's where it all started, Patty. Jerry DeCamp, he was a home inspector, and he was down in the cellar in the basement of these old houses and stuff, and he saw the melted brick in the wall and how it transitions and stuff in the rock, and that's where it all started, in a basement.
Yeah. That's where all the evidence is that you see it first,
I saw this rock. There's a lot of rocks.
Yeah, Jen, out here in Arizona, you see that a lot. You'll see buildings that, there's like a whole, floor underground, and the part of the brick that's been excavated is melted.
Yeah. So that's more proof that the heat is definitely coming up from the bottom.
right?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of background noise. I think.
Yeah.
Crystal, do you have a window?
I don't know
open?
what that is.
I think Crystal, she's driving in her car.
Yes, I'm listening.
Oh,
Do you have a window open, Crystal?
No, I'll mute myself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
okay.
It's probably the tires on the road. You can kind of hear the
Maybe.
highway.
She's driving and everything. It looks like.
I know.
Yeah, she's a trooper.
Wow.
Careful. Be careful
Multitasking.
driving.
Yeah.
Getting on and getting hurt and stuff. That would be good. This is kind of cool. This looks like.
How big is your property, Patty? I mean, this is.
It's just under an acre.
Wow, and so much there in an acre. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you going to miss it when you leave? I'm glad you're giving a good examination before you go.
I have a lot of pictures, so I'll miss it. Yeah, I've been here a long, long time, but when we moved to my mom's house, it's on a small lake in the same town here.
Ooh,
And
nice.
I grew up there, so it'll be nice. It's funny how things come full circle, huh?
Right.
Wow, back to the place
Yeah.
that you grew up. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another good example. This one here. Pretty straight. Flat.
All that on 1 acre. Look how many acres there are across the plain.
I know.
Straight. So I use this wall as the back part of the chicken's yard. There they are.
The chicken's in the melt.
There they are. Yeah. But look at how flat these are, and look at all these brick lines so you can see them. You can see the brick lines. So whatever this is tipped over, the wall.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you can see it better in that picture.
That's a great one. Yeah, perfect right angles.
You can see lines in here too. It's just like I said, I never noticed these things until now, with a different set of eyes. It's always been
Melanie.
there.
Melanie says chicken
There's
eye crew.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those mortar lines. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then there's different types of things that I've always picked up, and made little cairns sometimes. And then this is just odds and ends stuff that's there. Look at this is pink. And this is really cooked in here, this pot. Just all little, rocks and things. And there's another piece there. This is crystallized here. This is really still cooking. And some black like that obsidian stuff,
Right.
Yeah. And then this is the side of my house, the other side that I never filmed. This is on the outside, but look at the brick right
Yeah.
Yeah.
there. Coming right through. Yeah. And I
There's
think
little
I-
notches there. There's little notches on the wall. Steve Richards, he finds them all over Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all over every place in walls. I think I saw some in some of Mark's video and some of the walls and stuff that he showed not too long ago. And we used to say, they used to tell us, the narrative said, oh, those are the marks that when they, chisel down to separate the pieces of granite and all that. But it's not, it's bricks. It's bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen those too, and they make out they're in the side of the off the highway on the rocks, and they make out that they're drill lines from where they're drilled into the rock to break it off. But they're not.
There's that brick that's showing, but then look at this is ballooned out like this. This is in one little corner of this foundation.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of stuff. And then this is, did you see the post I put up with the flowers? It said, this is what most people's, summer arrangements on their back porch look like. And this is what a meltologist summer arrangement looks like. So that was the picture that I used. These have actually been on my railing, some of them for a number of years. I didn't know why. I was always picking up rocks and looking at them and saying, oh, this looks funny, or, but that's why. I guess maybe my subconscious was telling me something, Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely your subconscious picking up on something there, Patty. Definitely.
I think so too, Crystal. Yeah, definitely.
Because I've done the same thing my whole life, but only in the past year have I understood why.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of us awakening. That's right. This is just a funky looking one. I took a few pictures of this because it's like, it looked to me like you can still see lines here. Look at, but this is like a curvy, melty, drippy thing or something here. And it's just all cooking up, I was just fascinated by it. I took
It looks like it's melting away from itself,
Yeah. Yeah. And it actually, what this looked like to me when I looked at it kind of quick? The top of the columns that they curve under like that. I don't know. I saw that. Who knows? Yeah, if it's all melted down. It's just really cooked out. Melty. Like I said, I took a few. And this was another one that looked like, I thought it was two pieces at first, but it's all one piece. This big piece here.
Oh, wow.
This other piece on top of it. It's the layering,
Yep.
bricks layering.
Brick layer.
Down, yeah. There's like a shitload of poison ivy in there, so I didn't do too much with that. Here's all the poison ivy, look. You can see inside this piece, look at all the red color. All inside that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a couple of funny things. This was actually turning crystal. There's a piece like this. It looks like somebody took a chunk out of it, right?
Yeah, it looks like somebody bit into it. Like a cookie.
A rock sandwich, right? And it's all starting to turn crystal. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's a petrified piece of bread that somebody bit into. That's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. And then this is down the little walkway to go down to that area.
This is from down back, walking up this side of the yard up to the driveway. And all these rocks here. And there's always been some of them, coming out of the ground after it rains really hard and stuff. And that's part of the wall that used to be kind of the back of the barn.
Just more rocks in the yard.
That's crazy.
Oh God. I know.
You're living on a melted building.
Yeah, I am. I just, I never knew what it was.
Melted. Like Leanne says, Pebble Creek stuff.
Pebble Creek, like Leanne Carnegie says.
This part was a couple of pieces of iron.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just melted in there.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been there for 43 years. I only saw it yesterday.
Really, Patty?
I know.
That's amazing, Patty.
I know.
It's just some more rocks that's
It's just crazy. There's a close-up of it. Look at it. It's really melted in there.
And that
Yeah,
ironwork
this
with that spring or whatever. That
I don't know what it is.
amazing
This proves
ironwork.
that it approves that the X Factor event happened not so long ago. That's what it proves to me.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. This looks like it, I don't know, there's some holes. Maybe it was a hinge or a piece of something. I don't know. I'm guessing
Right.
like everybody else, but the spring thing, I don't know what that is. It could be big too, for all I know. It's just, I'm just seeing the top part of it.
Right.
This might get funny, this next part. Okay. Let's see. I saw this sticking out. And of course I go over to it and I see the lines in it. So I tapped on it. Let's see if this is the one. Yeah.
The backyard by the wall there. This is a rock flat. Here's the difference. This sounds hollow, but right here there's a crack in it. So I think I'm going to get the small sledgehammer.
Hammer time! It's hammer time!
There we go.
Nobody.
Here I am.
Nice.
That's the big sledgehammer, and this is the small. I'm going to give this a couple of taps. Oh, there you go.
Wow, one full piece. Look at
Let's see
that.
what's in here. You can see. Just, melty. A little discoloration in there. Almost looks like a brick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curious.
So I wasn't done yet.
It still sounds hollow. I think it's just like fractured.
No.
Just hollow sounding. Maybe this is a job for the big one.
Uh-oh.
She's got a bigger one.
Yeah.
She's
Now,
got a bigger one.
this is all I can do with this. So you have to look to the right to see what I did. Watch.
I don't know if this is going to work.
Huh.
Let's see. Here
It's
we go.
blurry.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to swing that thing in video at the same time.
I know.
The layers are just that's why it sounds hollow. It's like slate. See? From the mouth, and that's back. It's part of the stage. The mouth that it went through. That's why this sounds so hollow. It's just layers. Slate.
Oh.
That was my camera, my phone. It fell in a bunch of dead leaves, so nothing happened to it. Thank God. That's all I need, right? So it's like slate on the top, and you can see all the brick ash, like you said, Deb, when you're looking. This is all brick ash in here. And there was a fracture line, so it was starting to separate. So that's all I did was knock off the top, the cooked layer there. But this is all brick ash. Yeah. I had kind of fun doing that.
It comes off in one piece like that, Patty, with the straight line. It's like that,
Yeah.
that row of bricks came off.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So it was kind of cool, Oh, this was another piece of iron that was just lying on the ground. I don't know what it is. I don't know what
I've
it
got
is.
something similar to that, Patty. I've got it here. I can show you, but almost identical. And
Really?
yeah, and this I found in between. Where's the camera? In between bricks. And it's heat
Yeah, I
down
found
here.
this where those rocks are, and I said, "What is this? I never saw this before." Because I wasn't looking either, so that's why. But wow, that's strange, huh? So
Nice.
I have a collection down on the rock wall with stuff I find too. Oh, brother! So this is the other day. This is me with the small.
Patty with that hammer. That's only the small one.
I might have to make this my new profile picture, huh?
Yeah.
Now listen.
Sledgehammer.
You can laugh at this video because every time I've looked at it, when I got in the house and I looked at it, I laughed my ass off. I was laughing last night at midnight watching it. He says to me, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "I'm laughing at myself because it's hysterical." It's hysterical. So I'm going to show it. I'll be embarrassed, I suppose, but I'm going to show it. All right. All right. So here we go. This is the first part of it.
How you doing? I'm not back again today. A small sledgehammer.
Oh, she looks dangerous.
See if I can find another.
Don't mess with Patty.
Find the red.
I'm the red brick. So this, okay, so this is the small one
That looks
first.
pretty interesting.
There's a
You
couple
see,
of
it's
them.
got it's cooked, layering, cooked out. So I'm gonna give that a couple of taps and see what's what. Oh, it's kind of coming apart really easy. Look at that. Couple more taps.
The neighbors must think I'm crazy, you know.
Just
I was just thinking that in my head, Patty. I'm thinking your neighbor's right. Like, what's this lady doing out there?
I know.
so many different stages.
She's talking to herself and she's banging on rocks.
And she's taping herself. Oh, God. And I laugh about it. When I look at them, I'm in hysterics when I watch myself.
You know, transitioned into big.
That's the other side of the wall, the other end.
Trying to find something that I can easily tap open. I'll find something.
Oh, yeah. I have my choice.
What a big.
So now listen, don't laugh too hard. All right, here we go.
I have on my stylish goggles this time. Gotta be safe, right?
I can't believe I did this.
Can we take the comment? Oh, there you go. I want to see what you're doing. There you go.
I'm not doing the comments. Dean is.
It's all good. It's good.
Okay.
Patty, this is great.
Oh, my God. This was not the way to try this. No. Okay. Try something else. Oh,
Patty, we're gonna have to get you some protective eyewear when you do this.
I have on the
You
goggles.
have some? Oh, you do have the goggles on. I didn't see them. Okay, good for you, girl. I was worried about you having birds fly up at you.
My husband said, put the goggles on with that. I said, okay.
Good, good.
Watch this.
This reminds me of the time I fucking took a sledgehammer to a TV out back in my yard and I filmed it. Yeah. And I did it to Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Oh, my God.
It was called Kill Your TV, and I used a sledgehammer just like this.
Well,
This is great, Patty.
Look at this.
Well, listen to what I say.
Now, it looks like sand. It's really fine. I know it's brick. This is really awesome. I might get a new job.
You already have a new job. You're a
I
meltologist.
guess I do. Isn't that a riot? Though? I can't believe I just showed this. Oh, my God.
That was awesome, girl.
Oh, my God.
Patty, if you were a convict, they'd put you to work in the quarry for sure.
Yeah, I know. I actually had an uncle that had a quarry up in North Chelmsford, about 10 miles from here. I mean, he's gone now, and they sold the quarry, but I'm thinking of asking my cousin who still lives like adjacent to the property, hey, can you take me up there so I can look around a little?
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
I know.
Well, listen, guys, I got to run. I've been on here 2.5 hours with you guys, and I have a few things I got to do before I got to go pick the hubby up.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
Jen, I'm
thanks
so
so
thrilled
much
you
for coming,
came
Jen.
on. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
so
for
good to see
having me.
you.
I had a really good time. I love you
Awesome.
guys.
We love you.
too, Jen.
Frick love.
Big love.
I love you guys. Let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. This shit is all melted.
That's right.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. This is kind of
Okay.
pretty, this one. I love that.
Yeah, look at that crystallization in there.
Yeah. I see a lot of smaller ones like that around here too.
So many rocks.
So many different everything in my yard. That's what I mean. It's just crazy. You know, that's the last one. That was my boots on the ground from yesterday.
Oh, that's great stuff, Patty. I love that sledgehammer.
Yeah. I can't believe I showed that video of me with that sledgehammer. Oh my
All
God.
geared up.
What a
Oh, that's
riot.
great.
What a riot. Let's see. I don't know what else I have that you might want to take a quick look at. Oh, this was an old building I showed. These are some of the walls. I've showed some of these before, but these are X Factor damaged walls. I've added a couple of new things to it at the end, but I won't do the videos. I'll just show some of the still pictures. This was at an old castle that they say burned down, that a very wealthy man built the turn of the last century, and it burned down. And these are some of the remnants in the walls and stuff that remain. I go looking just for the bricks, you know. Yeah, here was some more at another side of it.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing they say that these places burned down and they look like ruins, but there's a place here that they said burnt down, but the trees were still there, but the building was gone.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
This is the remains. It's called Greystone Castle.
Greystone.
Their flooring is.
I think that's the original flooring that they had down because it's all brick.
The original they put down.
This isn't.
Wide wooden ramps and things here, so people can walk on it.
You can see a lot of the melt right there. Look at it through here.
To me, looks like maybe a half or even a third of a window or a doorway. And that's melted bricks right there.
Wow.
That's all the way down here. I'm just going to step over this wooden thing like this. Because
And that looks like it's sunken down too, Patty. Like it's
Yeah, it is. That's what I said there. It's at least the window's at least half buried, if not more.
right there. So I wanted to get a closer up picture of this.
wow.
Yeah, so like that. There's the arches. So this wall goes down here. And this must have been like a little garden area or something because there's a fountain there.
They all had fountains, yeah.
And what did they say this was, Patty? It was a place that burnt down, a castle, or?
Yes, it was a small castle, and it was intact even when I was young. And then in the 1970s, the mid 1970s, all of a sudden there was a terrible fire in town. This is what they said. And the castle has been destroyed by fire. Yeah, the castle's been destroyed by fire. So there's just an archway and that walkway that remain. You know, they opened it up now to the public, and people can go there and, you know, have a picnic an afternoon. And some people go take their wedding pictures up there, you know, by the archway that remains. So, yeah, it's just kind of interesting.
It still looks so grand, even though.
Yeah. Yeah, I went back the next day. I had been there the day before, but there was a lot of people on a Sunday. I went back on a Monday to film this. It was quieter.
Yeah, it's hard to talk when there's people around and saying what you're saying.
Right.
Oh, there's people here. I can't say it out loud.
Right.
Yeah, yesterday, Patty, I tried turning the camera on the side, the proper side.
Yeah.
And I had that same problem that you talked about, where your fingers go over
the finger over the lens. Yeah, that's what happens to me.
It does make a better video, though.
Now look at this at the top of this. Look at these balloon rocks.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's transformed brick there.
Yeah. Yeah. All in through here, melting.
Those rocks up there, the big bricks that turn into rocks. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So again, was around 1975. This was called Greystone Castle. And there's a little arch over this window.
I think there's some up there too.
Close up.
Yeah, see, you can see some up there too. Cooked out.
And there was a fire. They claimed the bad boys did it.
The bad boys.
Yeah, bad boys. Yeah.
Pyromaniacs.
No, when they destroyed it, it was intact from the time I was a little girl.
Red brick.
So, for whatever reason, they were trying to hide something, or something was found out and they wanted to make sure nobody else knew about it, or whatever, you know how that goes. So, anyways, a lot of the brick color remains right there. It's squeezed out. Interesting. Yeah. It's really popped up. And these ferns and things are living off the C14 that's still in there. I keep.
Yeah, and this is the archways. This is the part that stayed. You know, it's damaged, but it's still there.
So this is all that remains of the castle.
Wow.
Look at how the color has melted, come out of the bricks, and now it's in the mortar and it's melting down. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of that too, Patty. The leaching of the red and into the mortar, and the rock can turn white, and the mortar can turn red, and
yeah.
Wow, there it is.
Another archway.
I always get trains or cop sirens or planes flying over or whatever when I'm trying to film.
So this is all that remains of the castle.
Okay, and then this is another view of it.
It's one of the remaining archways here.
Oh, shoot, what did I do? I had a Dean finger there. Did you see
One of the
that?
remaining archways after the fire. Like I said, it was intact until about 1975.
Beautiful.
Some bad kids or something burnt it down.
Yeah.
This is kind of pretty stuff that's on here.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely all old world.
Good work. Old world.
Stunning.
Mm.
You can see it. This remained all right, I guess. The stairway stuff is the outside. You can see bricks.
Look at the bricks in those windows, though. They're all like that, the windows that remain.
And why did they put those bars over the top? Or were they original or?
I don't know.
Mm.
They look old, but I don't know if, I don't know.
This stuff here feels strange. It feels like
Crystal.
Yeah,
feels
that
sticky,
stage that goes to Crystal,
but
yeah.
cooked to something.
No, I meant Crystal. The
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah. I found a lot of headstones in cemeteries that have that feeling, that quartz crystal-y feeling too.
Oh, Patty, I forgot you can't see the screen. I'm just saying hi to Crystal because Crystal's joined us again. So.
Oh, okay.
Crystal's
No, I
here,
have
yeah.
my phone over here, so I'm watching it, the little teeny thing on the phone, just to see what's going on. Yeah, there's just a few more pictures of that. It was very grand. I do remember it when I was a kid. There was some monks that live in the area in a small monastery, They used to be, and they used to decorate the outside of it with lights and stuff at Christmas time. It was really pretty.
Right. So
So,
did
like,
they live there? They were like,
no, no. They did not live there. But anyways, like I said, it's gone now. It's just used for, picnic areas and stuff. This is another building that's in my area, in my town, that is really cooked out. It's an old mill building. And I went and I took some pictures of the walls there. I mean, even here, look at right up to here. It's really a mess. It's really cooked,
wow.
really scorched.
And that sandstone blocking at the base. Wow.
Yeah. And then this is at the same place. They have a long wall where they have their electrical conduit coming in right here. But look at the wall.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's
That
crazy.
top block, Patty, almost looks the wood texture. That's incredible.
Yes, it does. It's like
And
a
on the
slate
left.
feeling, but it does look like the wood texture thing.
Yeah, and on the left, that little line of bricks still surviving.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And then I think the next one is the other side of this conduit that's here. Yeah, so there's a conduit. So here's the other side. Look. Down here. Look at the size of these balloon rocks. And this is really being, churned up here. So it's just something to see. And nobody ever questions it. They just say, oh, yeah, there's the wall,
Yeah, well, they think that the bricks is just a little patch job of the old construction, and that's just, mending or something.
Yeah. Nobody says anything. That's just another longer picture of it.
Wow.
And this was at another place in town. These pillars that are here, this is just really, whatever this is, cooked out here. And at the bottom part, I think I have another picture of that. Yeah, this, as you can see here, it was heated up, really cooked. This is the other side here.
Scorchado.
They're just scorchado, that's right. It's just some random pictures that I threw in a folder of things, but this is my favorite thing. This is why I was asking, and I don't know if it was something you were showing, Jen, about the rocks on the top from, maybe from the piezoelectricity. When it got to the top of that wall, it did something, and maybe the rocks all stood up like that. So I'm keeping a folder on things like that. I just find it really interesting. And look at all this melt down here.
Yeah.
It's all melted. This wall goes on way around the corner and everything. It's a big, long wall.
Yeah, Patty, I think I've seen your stuff on this, and then I showed a picture of a place that we have here in Australia, and it's called Spiky Bridge. And the narrative for the spiky rock sticking out of the top is, they say that the convicts were cranky that they were being forced to make this bridge, and so they did a shoddy job and made the rock stick up. That was their way of rebelling.
Well, on my Facebook page, I put a picture of a video of this, and some of my friends, I thought, I want to see what my friends say, And a couple of people answered me and said, oh, well, you know why they did that. It was to keep the teenagers from sitting on the walls. I'm like, oh, brother, I never heard that before.
Oh, you can never deter a teenager.
There's a lot of these in my area, too. Like at the end of this is a person's driveway here. And there's a lot of these. I see a lot of these. There's, iron pieces sticking out of the bottom, and something here on the top is melted. Maybe it was one of those, they have a lot of the balls on the top and stuff like that. But these are all, melted bricks.
This is what amazes me, because it's in people's places, their homes and all around, and they just accept that it's there and don't question it and walk on by it.
I know. There's another one at the other end of it right there. It's just strange that nobody says, when they bought their property, these are very beautiful homes that are in this area of town. And, you would think they would have knocked it down and put something new up. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't fit in with with their new homes. And I don't know. It's just strange. There's the wall again.
Big Jimmy. Thank you, Big Jimmy.
None of these are touching each other. They're all separated. I think I have another couple of shots. And you can see where it's cooked up and how they're just like stood up, whatever the frequency was or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Stand on end.
These
Yes,
are some old other things
exactly.
around town, like these big heat damage, they're cooked. Like things at the end of a driveway, little wall things.
Yeah, that's got that real melty look to it too.
Yeah.
And then all along the wall, a lot of balloon rocking and scorching down there. For that, there's a lot of traffic on this street, so I'm sorry for the noise.
Well, Patty, I'm going to get this photo of this similar thing that I've seen that you're showing here, but it's still coated on the outside with, concrete type stuff. So they look more like triangular shaped ones, not as janky as those, but they've got their coating and it's at a church similar to what you've got there. I'll get you some pics next time.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Some cement on here. They put all these big.
So now this is before
on top.
I thought people did it too.
All over this town and the next town over I've seen it, and over the New Hampshire border I've seen it. And I'll tell you, I guess it's to keep people from sitting on there before your ass would kill you. So that's just something different, I guess. I just wanted to stop and take this wall. So
This was just another wall that's similar to that.
this is the video.
This is
that I'm
smaller
taking
rocks,
of
but they're also
the
standing up
wall
too.
area. It's a church, and I've noticed something. I'm noticing a lot of it. I think it's where the heat damage occurred on the top of what was left of all the stone walls, at least all around my town. What they did was they put new cement down.
No, now this is wrong. But this was one of my first videos before I, started to understand so that narrative is wrong.
Okay.
Nobody did that. This is from the X Factor.
They stuck these pieces of rocks in. Sometimes they're really close, and it looks almost like like a lizard's back or something. It's just strange.
Yeah.
I've seen it all over the place, all over town.
Wow.
So that leads me to believe that it's definitely a result of the electricity that flowed up, because maybe it wasn't as bad here. The rocks didn't come through that as high. You know what I'm saying? There's all different stages, just like the different stages of melt. And that's my opinion. That's just what I think.
Yeah, I think you're right, Patty, and the electrical charge in the clay particles that we looked at, the positive and negative charging, and each of them would have had their own individual charge. So, yeah.
Right. So the results are different, right?
So but here's some balloon rocking in this wall here, like this. And here's the structure of the church, the back side of it. And I think it was Deborah, the red brick chick. Somebody mentioned glass walls. There's some of those glass bricks there.
This is from a few months ago, Deb.
Yeah, it must have been. Blast from the past.
Just take that like this down the wall and see what it looks like. I don't know what was here. I think this might have been a door, and they made it into a smaller
I don't know.
opening. Down here at the corner, you can see with this heat damage, the bottom obviously. And some of the bricks have turned into large blocks. Now, why would they put rocks and blocks like that? Nobody in their right mind would build like that. So, just taking a shot of it. I don't think it's private. Well, it is private property, but I'm on the outside. I'm on a main street. So there's more blocks here. Damage. And here on this corner, too. I tried to cover it up. It looks like it was resurfaced with some kind of cement or something. And of course, now it's old. It's wearing off. So.
Yeah, a lot of times I've seen that. They'll like try to skim coat something a little bit, to make it look a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, to hide what's underneath it or to keep it stable.
Yeah.
I
It's
saw
crystal-
bags of cement down in the bush yesterday where I went. I'll show you my boots on the ground a bit later, but yeah, they're mending things, and obviously there's landslides and that kind of thing, but there's bags and bags of cement out on these bushwalks ready to sort of whatever they're going to be doing with it.
Oh, wow. This is kind of funny because this looks like shit. This is a small shed that's on the property at my mother's house where we're going to move to the lake. And look at the wall. I mean, my whole life I saw this, but not knowing, it's a very low wall. So I'm sure there's a lot of it underground, right? But look at the rocks are all stood up on the top.
Yeah.
It's nothing but like a little rubbish shed, you know what I mean? But it's just, I thought, oh my God, look at this. Because we were saying, we got to replace all the wood on that rubbish shed and all that. And I took a good look at it. I said, I got to take a picture of this. This looks like my other walls that I've filmed. Oh my goodness. It's just, there's evidence everywhere. This was another place in town. Again, look at the rocks. I know, it's just crazy. It's just not a video on it, but I wanted to see if I have a still picture. All right, here's a pretty good picture. So here's the melt. Look it's like the Pebble Creek that Leanne talks about. That's what it reminds me of. Look at, and so they're all up straight, turned into sharp. I want to say chards, but they're too thick to be chards. You know what I mean? It's all like pieces of rock, and none of them touch each other. It's the strangest thing. It's really strange. Yeah. And then see, you can see they're all spaced. They're not touching each other at all. And you can't move them. They hardened up that way after, when everything cooled down.
Yeah, fused in there. Wow.
It's fascinating to me. It's fascinating.
Every time. Sorry. Or just the even spacing, like a brick space apart, that they've been lined up so evenly, yet they're so unconformed too. It's crazy. Yeah.
I know. I want to get to, I want to just show you one other picture. That's just a video about me talking again. This was on the drive home.
So
I found another place.
Some more walls.
And they're very low to the ground, only maybe 2 feet off the ground. So it goes way down,
Let's see. I would have to assume a lot of that wall is buried under the ground. It seems very low to me.
Here I am talking to myself again.
I stopped when I saw this because I'm going to compare it with something else that's here. This one, the TV's here after those stairs. And then, this is different property next door here. It turns into one of these walls again, with the rocks all standing up straight. You can see these rocks aren't touching each other either. They're just there. So whether this is a result of the fires of electricity that occurred during the extract or that, we don't know. I'm just guessing. We've talked about it in the show before.
See how low to the ground that one is?
This one is one of those driveway end things like
Yeah, Patty, that's really strange.
Really
yeah.
But again, rocks all standing up straight on it. Like that. And they're not touching each other.
Wow.
It's probably below ground 4 feet.
4 feet or 10 feet, we don't know, right? And then I was filming in another town that's a couple of miles away from me, and these aren't pointed like those rocks, they're rounded, but it was the same scenario. Look, this to me looks like it's just, it's either that outer layer shell, you know what I mean? But this, look at the same thing. It looks like that cooked mortar stuff, and they're all just stood up.
Yeah, and they're like cooking out. They're trying to escape, trying to get away from the heat and coming up.
Yeah. There's one picture I want to get to this. Now, a friend of mine went to Paris, and I can't say this name. Arc de Triomphe, I think is the name, which is very famous, right? Look at the top.
Yeah, wow, Patty, nice
When
one.
I showed this, I was on Jen's show, and I showed this. And Shapu said he was going to go back and look through all his pictures of arches like this and see if he could see anything else. It was just she took the right shot for it to show up because it's very, very high. But when I saw that, I said, oh, my God, I have to add this to my collection. Look at
That's a
You can
great one. So your friend got this
Patty?
because I haven't seen that before. That's incredible, Patty.
Yeah, no, this was her. See, here's her picture here. This was a far away one. And
Right.
then she had another one, a closer one. And I was like, oh
Mm.
my God, that's amazing. Amazing, isn't it?
Oh,
It's just like
wow.
the walls. And
Yeah.
then Dean was good enough. I just want to get to the pictures. Dean did this on his evidence, Fervent Heat. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
said to him, can you send me that picture? So look at this. Here, again, on the top of the wall. They're all stood up, you know, from that electricity and the frequency. There's that one. And then there was one more he sent me. This is another one here. The same thing.
Yeah. So the vertical
amazing?
standing brick.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it flips to vertical.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Patty,
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
Okay, so on the top of that that arch, like that giant horseshoe magnet, I can't see very well on my screen. Are you saying the rocks are standing up on, or they're standing up like that? Like
Yes. It's either rocks or whatever is in the top of that, you know, what kind of bricks or whatever, however they cooked. And the electricity traveled from the bottom up. We know that. When it got to the top, it couldn't go any further. So I think it's just what happened to the remains that are on the top. They all stood up straight. I think that's just my opinion, you know?
That's super interesting. Of course, we know that those are giant horseshoe magnets, you know,
That's
some
right.
part of technology.
Yes.
And it makes me think of like magnetic lines of flux. If those are standing up vertically, just a thought. I have no idea, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the kids. I like the things we played with when we were kids. Do you remember those? They were cardboard things, and they had plastic with black metallic shavings in them, and we had a magnet pen to make a face
Yeah.
out of it. Remember those things? That's like the same concept.
Yeah. Those metal filings and they'd stick
Yeah.
up and
Filings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So of course, so magnetism, you know, was definitely a component of the meltdown. You know,
Yes.
the overloading of the grid. You know. Anyway, just brainstorming.
Yeah. No, I love it. Thank you. Yeah. All ideas are good because we're looking for answers. Exactly. Yeah. So that's the end of that. The last two pictures were the ones that Dean shared with me, which I really appreciate, Dean. Thank you. Now let's see if I can get back in here. Okay, here I am. Now, do I stop screen to get out of this?
I think so.
I always
Patty.
forget. I always forget.
So,
I think so. Yeah, there. How's
see.
that?
Great.
There.
That was great, Patty. Thank you so much. That's
Thank you.
incredible.
I would love to have evidence like you have, the cave stuff and all that. And ooh, that stuff is awesome. Now, you went to a cave not too long ago, right? Didn't you film something or you showed something on your channel?
Yeah, I've done a few little caves and things that I've found. Yeah, a variety of stuff on my channel. I haven't been doing stuff lately, but I did manage to get out yesterday and do. I went to Shalom Pool, and it's just one big, massive building. It's just full structure. It's crazy. I can show you guys. Oh, Leanne's here.
Hi. Is she
Hey,
here?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, so nice to be here. I apologize. Dean sent me a link earlier, and I thought it changed because
See how low to the ground that one is?
we changed links.
Oh,
But anyway, it's great to be here. I've
I'm
been
so
watching
glad you can make it, Leanne.
Range.
Yeah.
loving the evidence for sure. All of the evidence is beautiful.
I think I've lost Crystal as well. Crystal might have just dropped out, but I'm sure she'll be back. Leanne, did you have stuff to show at all, or did you want to show some evidence? Or
Oh, thank you so much.
4 feet or 10 feet. We don't know. Right?
I'm actually
Then I
just
was
wanna-
filming in another town that's a couple of miles away from me. And these
It's your
aren't
voice.
like those rocks. They're
We
round.
haven't flown back.
Same scenario. Look. It's me, but I don't think it's me. You know, it's either that outer layer shell, you know what I mean?
Furby's in.
The same
What's
thing that looks
happening?
like that cooked mortar stuff. And they're all
Hey, ladies, how are you?
Hey, Dean. Hey,
Hi,
Furby.
Okay.
Good.
Doing good, doing good. Hold on just a second. Patty, All right, do you have your screen up showing evidence?
Not now.
Okay, hold on. Here's Crystal coming back.
Okay.
Hi, Dee.
Okay, so I got you all center pick right here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just checking. Fervent Heat in the background making this roll for y'all. Out, you guys are doing good. I'm still here.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Dean.
I don't
Alright.
know about my camera going. My sincere apologies. I've been trying to fiddle with a few different browsers here, and so I'm sorry that I'm so glad to be here. So grateful to finally be here. But
Oh, it's so nice you came in.
I've been enjoying your energy and your evidence and your laughter and your love and your support and your enthusiasm. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Thank you all. Truly, and I'm
Thank
honored
you.
to be a part of this. And I just wish I could turn on my camera. I'm looking around, but I don't want to waste any airtime on here. So forgive me.
But that's okay. You can just talk with us too. That's fine. And we're going to be here on Monday, so there's a lot of Mondays coming.
Yeah. Well, give me a week to set up my camera. That's for sure. I will be on that. Yes.
Awesome.
How
Awesome.
exciting.
So
Thanks, Leanne.
you asked if I have some new evidence. Yeah, I think I've mentioned to both of you or to some of friends on here that I just did a family trip to Quebec City last week, and I thoroughly enjoyed exploring the old Citadel. It's a star fort, and Quebec City, old Quebec City itself, is the only fully walled city still intact from like quote unquote medieval times.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I was just having a field day, getting up early before everyone else was up and exploring the old ramparts and foundations of old Quebec and the Citadel. And
Nice.
and they have a big old, John Levy has mentioned this, I think Martin Lidka has as well. There's a CP hotel there called Chateau Frontenac.
Uh-huh.
It's apparently one of the hotels that the old train pioneer people, when they were building the trains, they built these huge, massive castle hotels, quote unquote hotels, which are completely 1000% old world. And so I had so much fun walking around in plain day,
Oh, nice.
on the melt lines and the transition points, and just seeing it for what it is with new eyes. And so I really look forward to sharing that finally, and staying up to date with everything. So
Nice.
yeah, that'll be coming soon.
Awesome.
Yeah. And
I
it's,
love your videos. I love your videos. They're
Mhm.
awesome.
Thank you so much. Well, I love yours too, both of yours. And Deborah, I saw that you posted, I think, 3 parts of a video in the past day. I've just gotten back from our family cottage where there's like barely any internet on a good day. If the
Yeah.
wind's blowing the wrong way, there's none. So I look forward to just doing a whole bunch of catch up. So yeah.
Awesome.
It's
Nice
just really
one,
wonderful to say hello.
Nice.
Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks so much for allowing me to be here.
Well, it's going to be ladies' night on Mondays, so anytime you want to come in, would love it.
Thank you
Love
so
it.
much. And you know what? If given a week, I'll be all set up with a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Oh,
Awesome.
how exciting.
Hey, Manny Silver.
Great.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank
Manny, one's back. Terrific. It looks like we've lost Crystal. We might have to hang until she comes back in. But Patty, would you like me to share something in the
Yes,
meantime? I've got
absolutely.
just some short clips, a couple of minutes each, of my boots on the ground from yesterday. So I'll just share screen. Ooh. Is that sharing?
No, I had to try to. Oh, yeah.
Is, oh, it's not what I want.
Click on your little picture there.
I just want to cancel that. Oh, yeah, click on the picture.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, I'm sitting in my bed.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't get to see you.
Nice to see you. Did
Oh,
you call
likewise.
me? I think I missed a call from you. I'm sorry. I was I'm not really paying attention on my phone.
Don't even worry about a thing. I'm
Oh.
literally sitting in my backyard, and I've got a brick wall behind me, which is
cool.
It's the exterior of our house, and we've been here for 10 years, but only in the past year or so I've been finding melted evidence.
I know. All of us about the last year. Isn't that something?
Isn't it incredible, eh? As soon as your eyes open, you see it everywhere, and it's just been the most incredible journey. Just as you both were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You never see things the same again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll start with this one.
You know, I have some cousins in Australia.
Really, Patty?
Yeah, but I don't
what
know.
Area?
My aunt used to keep in touch with them. The last name would be Ward, W-A-R-D. And she used to keep in touch with them like 50 years ago. But I have all the family documentation. So I'm thinking of, once I get settled in my mom's house, you know, I'm going to move there. I think I'm going to try to contact people. We'll see, you know, online.
Nice.
Interesting.
Nice. Yeah, we just want to explore the whole realm now, don't we?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Wow. Where is this?
This is in my town. It's a place called the Pool of Shalom.
Mm-hmm.
But I've compressed red brick.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
Nope.
Right on, Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
Wow. Hmm.
These straight lines.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
Giveaway right there.
Yeah.
But that bag there, that's cement. That's cement that they got down there for fixing things. Cooked out bricks sticking out.
Hmm.
Ha. Boom. See the brick in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's good right there. That looks like a brick right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It cuts out their soil by itself, but
I don't know how long you're going to be on for. I do have lots of video from Quebec. Just I could play. I don't know if that would show well or timeline. I should keep it till next week.
Can you still stay on, Deb? Can you stay on a little bit more?
Yeah. I've only got 2 little videos to go. One's 2 minutes 30, and the other one's 4 minutes 40.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to stay on. Sure, I'd love to see your evidence.
You know, I'll save it to next week. No problem. No problem. I don't want to interrupt anything.
Oh no, you can
No,
pass on
not at all.
after me if you want, Leanne. I
Oh.
don't know how long you've been on, but you, yeah, please share your evidence after me. I've only got a couple of minutes, and you can do yours. It'll be awesome. You know, I've got it in 3 parts. I'm not good at editing and stuff like that. So.
Oh, I don't know how to do that either. Oh my God. I wanted to edit out some of that stuff of me with the sledgehammer. And I said, well, I don't know how to do that. So they're going to see me.
Awesome, Patty. Awesome.
Oh, brother.
And that's just looking back up at where we came through.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Now, do you go out by yourself, or do you have people that go with you, or?
No, I do it all alone.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah, I prefer it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind doing anything like that myself. You can work at your own pace, and you know what you can do and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Look at the lines in that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I call that like rock crack. Like butt crack.
Near that rock crack.
Sedimentary butt crack, right? Like it's supposed to go horizontal, but it's vertical. It doesn't add up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, red brick in the pavement.
Yeah,
oh yeah, look at you've got your winter jacket on. It is cold there, huh?
Yeah, it was nearly snowing yesterday.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Red brick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. The corners right there on that rock at the bottom just look like a brick corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I missed it. I mean, they're all over the place. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, look at the running water.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Broken plumbing. The water's clear as.
Is that an arch there through the trees? Was that an arch at the end? I think so.
Oh, is this the right one?
Brooklets under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That flat edge in this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you saw, Patty.
All the green off of it.
Mm.
That whole. Look at all the vegetation feasting off of it. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's got that real enchanted feel when you go in there. You expect to see fairies.
I bet it does, yeah. Wow. Wow. Beautiful.
Wow.
Whoa. Big rock. Look how those are fitted together. See that right there?
Yeah.
That's like the shoreline I'm finding along Toronto. Like,
Wow.
how rocks grow like that? It's
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't add up. Beautiful. Awesome.
Hmm. Oh, I just saw a brick in there.
Yeah, brick lines right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys find you see more when you get home and you
Yes, Patty.
more
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
The camera picks it all up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I find I get on a certain train of thought and I become really obsessed with that train of thought. And so when I come back and can see the broader picture, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
which makes me
Yeah.
just go back and
Yeah.
find things again. At least I try to. Yeah.
Yeah, I find sometimes there's so much to look at. It's like,
Right.
where am I going to point
I know,
the
you don't know where
camera?
to look.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And it's almost a cognitive overload at times. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how to process it all so quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I maybe
There's
subconsciously
a word for it too. I can't think of
to
it.
let it go because yeah, I actually experienced a moment like that in Quebec City where it was an overload and I went back and watched the video of me and I feel myself literally kind of freak out a little bit. Like I kind of
Yeah.
worked out and I walked away from it and I was watching it and I was like, oh my God, why didn't you stay? And but
Yeah.
it was because I think it
know.
was too much for me in the moment to process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got
it's very
on with
intense.
things. Yeah.
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 So I look forward to sharing that as I work through the.
Yeah.
So exciting, Leanne. Can't wait to see your stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. I look forward to sharing. Thank you.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
It's so pretty to look at, but knowing what it really is, you know.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that. How do I? Oh, like that. Stop screen. Yeah, that was just my little explore from yesterday. There you are, Leanne. I can see you. Mwah.
Oh, God love you.
Sister.
You know, I almost don't want to take any more time because I know you've been going for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours now. So how about I just hold on to things until next Monday, and you can have a break, and it's truly been a pleasure to be here and jump in at the end and say hello. But I know you must be exhausted, so.
What do you reckon, Patty?
No, it's up to you, Deb. I mean, if you want to show a little bit, maybe, but I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, because I know you. For me,
you come all the way in.
Here, but what time is it in Australia?
Oh, it's still early. I mean, I don't know. I don't care either.
It's daytime for you, right? Daytime?
Yeah.
It's only 9 here. I stay up and watch people's shows and stuff till 1, so it doesn't matter to me.
Give us a teaser, Leanne.
Okay, I'll give you a teaser. So do I just hit the share screen button?
Yeah.
And forgive me, I'm all sunburned because I've been living on our boat at our cottage. So.
Oh, how nice, though.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
I'm going to just step away for 1 second to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Be right back, okay? But you can talk her through it. Just hit.
Awesome, Patty. Thank you. So if I share my screen, Deborah, can you hear the audio of videos as well that I share?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll do my best here. So in a nutshell, would like to read this computer. Okay. Oh God, I've got to open system preferences. Oh, you know what? I haven't gone through this yet.
That's all right. We can do a little trial run now and get it sorted for next time if you like. And just do this.
So I'm going to try this again. Share screen.
Do you have Google Chrome?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm using it right now. Share screen. Okay. Share. Okay. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it, go to System Preferences.
That's what happened to me.
Unlock the screen by selecting the lock button. Okay.
Yeah, I can help you with that because this is exactly what happened to me.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be taking screen time right now.
It's all right. If you go into Systems Preferences and
Yep.
Extensions, I think it's called.
Got it. Okay, I'll hit that.
And then if you go into Extensions and you add StreamYard to your extension or Google Chrome, I'm not sure which one, but oh, Natalie, she's asking about the Shalom
Sorry.
Pools.
So that one didn't work. I'm so sorry.
Shalom Pools, Australia. You're back. It didn't work?
I'm so sorry. I hit the wrong thing. I will try again one more time. I think I maybe hit it. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about it. I do stuff like that all the time.
Oh, so funny, huh? Okay. So are you seeing my screen right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's working.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to pull up my old ramparts of Quebec. So I've made a little folder. Now, just
look at how organized she is. You can tell she's a teacher. Look at her. Amazing.
I'm trying. So, in a nutshell, Quebec is one of the oldest cities in North America, and it really was a foundation place of the establishment of Canada and North America as well, with the St. Lawrence River. But when I was there, I took a deep dive as much as I could in the 4 days we were there to explore some of the rock and the stone. And it's honestly one of the most European little walled star fort cities in North America. It's an absolute gem. Wow. So this is just the first video of about eight that I got, just exploring one morning of the ramparts. And I just love to get your take on it. I found a whole bunch of goodies. This video will be about 25 minutes eventually, but this will just be a little teaser. I mean, it's nothing exciting. I'm just looking at mortar, drip, but you'll get a good example. Good morning, everybody. It's Leanne. It's August the 5th or 6th, Friday. Can you hear that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Not quite sure the date. I'm still in Quebec City, beautiful Quebec City, and I'm walking around for an hour and a half or so this morning, taking in the city before letting me look it up, and taking lots of pictures of evidence of meltology. Anyway, I want to show you something cool down on the lower ramparts here. Quebec City is the only walled city still left intact in North America. There's a star fort, Citadel it's called, but I believe the entire city was a star fort. Anyway, just about to head down here, but I just wanted to show you the mortar dripping out of the old wall here.
Leanne.
Yes.
There are these curious.
Can you remove the tag at the bottom? Just hit hide, the white one.
And if you go
up, it says hide.
There's nothing in them. There's just
right there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I saw the same thing at La Citadel, except they were longer. They look like arrow slits, but there was nothing behind them. It was just like, not very deep. Just hit another wall. So it makes me think that they were at one time bigger openings, and then during the heating and the expansion, they just closed up. So, I mean, maybe there were beams that went across. I don't know. Who knows? Wow. But I'm just showing you what I see, and I'll show you some other pictures of those, arrow slits, even though La Citadel was built apparently in the 1800s, and it was never really used, they say, to guard against an American invasion. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here. I'd love to show you as much the quaint beauty of this gorgeous city as I can.
So just going back here for a second, I I was noticing all of these kind of openings on the old wall, but they don't go anywhere. They're just like they're one brick deep, and then they're totally.
So it's filled in at the back in behind.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
We've got all the mortar coming through. So I don't think, like I was trying to play the devil's advocate, I don't think anything would have been coming out of these, like beams and supporting anything, because so they say it's a young citadel, just built in the 1700s, whatever. But this is just the beginning. So
arrow slits, even though the citadel was the same size.
Sorry.
It's apparently in the 1800s, and it was never really used, they say, to guard against an American invasion. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here. I'd love to show you as much the quaint beauty of this gorgeous city as I can. They're doing some construction here. These old cobbles everywhere, which is again just expanded brick.
It's all brick, right?
All sorts of various colors, and some of them blend together to be
yeah,
sizes and shapes.
Beautiful old, like European brick here in Quebec City, which apparently is just built in like the mid 1700s, right? So they say.
Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. So here's the exterior of the old rampart, okay? And we've got some massive ballooning action, but this ballooning is in the form of what looks like shale, the same shale looking material that I saw at Mont Morency yesterday.
Which I will upload a video of. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's really fine, thin layers of brittle material that is just ballooned right out of the walls. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Nobody builds like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody builds like this.
Like a marshmallow.
I know.
Mortar
Right?
over here.
Wow.
Okay, there's more of these openings that open to nothing. And we've got this crazy rock coming right out. Very scorched. Just like at Morency. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, another couple curious things up here. Excuse me while I walk on this thing here. Look at the wall up there. Oh, it's too sunny. Let me try to get a closer look. There's a huge hunk that's ballooned out, and it's completely scorched. Can you see that? It's like black, completely black.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I thought there was a hole, but it's coming out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the scorched marshmallow.
Directly into the sun. Can you see that? And there's also something that's popcorned out there. Maybe that held something, I don't know. But that ballooned scorched shale-like rock is very evident.
Look at
And
that.
as you walk down here, you're going to see these scorch lines going up and down where it looks like the heat went from, went in that direction.
Yeah.
Along this ancient wall, far older than they're telling us.
See the ripple
Here's a
effect?
good-
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Wow.
Squacciato.
And then above it, so it looks like cliff, right? But no, there's brick lines up in there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Bricks, you can see the bricks. So it's all eroded away. It's all been heat damaged. We still have the C14 showing through. So we have this lower level, really middle level that has had the shit kicked out of it, and then the top level, which is still an intact wall up there. Can you see? Okay. So that's really neat. Now, check out the heat damage on these bricks.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There's a few of these
Wow.
here that I find very fascinating.
Oh my goodness.
On to produce that effect.
Oh, I've seen similar to that in Australia, Leanne. I've got pictures of that, and I wondered if it was the moulding, but I'm seeing it there now. I know that it's part of the melt. That's incredible.
I love that, Deborah. That's awesome. I love it.
I'll send you the pics of those ones.
Please
the
do.
rituals.
Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoops. Where did we go? Where did we go?
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Dean.
Far older than they're telling
Hey,
us.
Dean.
And here's a good, let's show you here,
Sorry.
good view of the heat direction on the wall, and then above it,
Sorry.
So,
I backed up a little
it
too
looks
fast. Sorry.
like cliff, right? But no, there's brick lines up in there. Okay, these bricks, you can see the bricks. So it's all eroded away. It's all been heat damaged. We still have the C14 showing through. So we have this lower level,
Yeah.
really middle level that has had the shit kicked out of it, and then the top level, which is still an intact wall up there. Can you see?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it goes so high.
So that's really neat. Now, check out the heat damage on these bricks. Just wanted to show you that. There's a few of these along the way down here.
That's cool. I like that.
Right? What was
Wow.
going to produce that effect? All right, I'll talk to you at the very bottom here.
So may I share one more? It's okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there time?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the next little vid. So I just came down these ramparts and I turned around and came down here. This is like an ancient road wall. They say it's about 300 years old, but I think it's much older. So I just walked down here. You can see the heat lines coming down, and the city's doing some business.
Oh, yeah.
Here, okay. But what I focus on, of course, they're always fiddling. But I focus in on this orange spongy material that I keep coming across, and I think I've seen it with other people as well, and I just kind of hone in on it. So,
all right, so we've just come down this old little road here. They're doing some work on it, so this is all cut off, and they're digging into the love. And I want to ask you guys: have any of you found this orange material? I found this on shores of Lake Ontario, and I believe it's the C14 that comes out, collects kind of sort of together, and it's almost like a styrofoam. It's almost like it's hollow. It's
Foamy type?
It's just really cooked out.
dehydrated.
It's all scorched.
Yeah.
Have fallen off, revealing the orange. And maybe if it's squeezed out of all of these stones, which were bricks.
See that in the mines, that sort of leaching out of
gather in certain areas. I don't know. I throw it out there. I can't go in there and touch it, but I've picked up pieces of this before, and I'm just very curious about it. It doesn't look like a modern spray foam of some sort. Anyway,
No, it's coming from inside.
Right.
and there's pieces of brick all over. No surprise. All right.
Wow.
Oh, here's another cool, like watering can.
Oh, yeah, look at.
Okay.
All right. So so those are just two little ones. I mean, I've got more. I could keep
Those are awesome.
but I'm mindful of time, so I don't, I can save more till next week because I know it's been a long night for everybody. It's totally your
and that
fault.
was fantastic. I'm thrilled to see that, and I'm so glad that you can join us and you're streaming and
Finally.
on my
yeah.
Donkey Kong now.
Yeah, I'm so happy to as well. So I I think we do what we can in this subject, and we gather the evidence, and sometimes it just takes time to get it out, but eventually it all comes out, and I'm just really honored and feel grateful to be able to share it with like-souled and hearted and minded women as you and everybody on here. So yeah.
I'm thrilled you
Thrilled to
came
have
in
you join
tonight. Really, I know you've been trying to come in some other times, and
I
you
know.
didn't have the Wi-Fi to do it and all of that.
Oh yeah, that's a
And I love watching your videos, like I said. So I'm like, oh, maybe she'll come in tonight. Maybe she'll come in, and you did. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, and I think I've got the system working now. So I'm yeah.
Good. Good.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you.
Yeah.
Much more to come, surely.
So what do you think that yellow stuff is?
Well,
What do you think?
Sorry,
Any ideas?
did you ask me? Sorry.
And I asked Deb.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
What do you think that yellow stuff is? Do you think it's just like, like when the bricks get cooked out, it's just something that it's oozing out of it? Some of the.
Yeah, look, I really don't know, Patty, but it does remind me a lot of what I've seen down in the mines, and that's, you say it's mineral deposit and that sort of thing. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't know because I haven't actually seen it myself, in the flesh. So, but it does remind me of what I've seen underground.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
I found it in a few different places. One of the first times I went out looking for meltology evidence, it was back in December of last year. It was my first attempt at boots on the ground. I didn't know what I was doing. I just
me too.
Right? Yeah. I just watched years of Martin and John Levy and Mark and other people. And so I was like, I'm going to go to the Niagara Escarpment. And so I went to the Niagara Escarpment, which is like about an hour and a half drive from here. And I found a little bit of that orange stuff in between melted brick. And I found like little bits of brick and big stones. And I touched it and I literally went, ah! Like I literally like squealed because I wasn't expecting it to be spongy. And I didn't know what it was.
Wow.
So that's in one of my first videos that I ever posted. But since then, I've found it numerous times on the shores of Lake Ontario, but I haven't included it in my videos because I haven't wrapped my head around it. And I feel like
I understand.
I just want to get more evidence to put it forward, to be like, I've been finding this in 10 different places and in these locations. And finally, I feel comfortable to be like, this is a thing. So I think I'm ready to put it forth as this is a thing and who else is doing it. Just to seem a bit credible as far as, gathering experience and thinking about things, taking the time to think about it. So,
fantastic. I love the way you're just taken to it, Leanne, and so well. And
it's so lovely to be connected with both of you finally. I've been following you both, and
it's a good feeling.
Lots of love, and it's truly an honor, and I feel this is a beautiful thing, and I look forward to really committing to contributing to this moving forward. So
awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, what do you think, Deb?
Yeah, let's wrap it up, patty cakes.
I have to be, get my sleep to be able to handle that sledgehammer out back. So no, I'm kidding. Well, I guess we can do some, I'm going to mention everybody again. Tonight, I'm thrilled about tonight that we have Ladies Night. It's going to be on every Monday night. Thank you to everybody that came in. And thank you to everybody that's been in chat. I know I haven't been watching the chat because I've been watching this. Devin Mike says, great job, ladies. Thank you very much. We're thrilled to be here. First of all, thank you, to Spot and Red, especially allowing us to do this. This is just awesome. And again, like Leanne just said, we're all like-minded individuals and we're sharing what we know. And we're on the road to find out answers because we're all truth seekers. So thank you, Spot and Red, for allowing us to do this. Laughing Eagle, oops. But any last words, Leanne, that you'd like to say about being here tonight and all of us together?
Last words, I'm super excited to be moving forward. And I'm thrilled to be having a voice and all of us having a voice. Everybody in this community to be having a voice and sharing our collective discoveries and adventures. And I love how accepting and supportive and loving and encouraging this community is. It's a rare thing, and I am very grateful to be a part of it. And here comes Dean, and Dean is the
here he comes.
Dean's the
glue.
Wow. I'm speechless. I had to come in. I know you ladies are wrapping it up, and you've had Crystal come in tonight, and you've had Leanne in here tonight, and Jen was in here tonight, and you both made your debut tonight, and it was an honor.
Oh.
We're on it too, big time.
It was an honor.
Thanks, Dean.
And this is what we do, and this is what we've created. And you ladies,
Thank you.
finger.
Well,
Oh.
I know you're giving your last statements and stuff, ladies, and I just wanted to fly in real quick and thank you to everybody who came in tonight. Thank you for everybody in the chat, Eagle Eye crew. Thank you for James hanging out. If you got your ears on, brother, love you so much. And of course, Laughing Eagle, Spartan Red, 007 Dread.
And if I can also say, I'm
Hi, James.
Hey, hello.
Great show, ladies. Great show.
Thank you.
Great debut. Yes. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good to hear.
Good. That's great.
In fact, I saved my last full pack for you ladies. Brilliant. But carry on, ladies, please.
Well, we were just about to wrap it up, and it's nice that you popped in to say goodbye and to hear the positive feedback. And thank you so much for having us on, and really love this coming together and the collaboration between everyone, because as we know, it's quite a lonely journey when you venture out to discover the truth.
Yeah.
But we're all in it together, and to know that is so comforting and inspiring, and it just, helps you to egg on to go further. So thank you guys for sharing this journey. Everyone in the chat for all your support. All of you Eagle Eye crew, I love you. And remember, never be tame.
Yeah.
Nope. No, never.
So we're all doing the same thing. We're all seeking answers to find out about what really occurred during the X Factor event. Again, thank you very much. Laughing Eagle, we love you. Rick Love, one love. And please, all of you, take the time to check out the other channels. We have Spartan's channel. He's also on Odyssey. We have James, Meltologist Finest. I don't know the site, the addresses and all that, but just to thank everyone that's in the Eagle Eye crew. Dean, Fervent Heat. Mark, Melted Reality. Deborah, the Red Brick Chick. Yeah. And we have Brick Truth, Leanne. All of the Eagle Eye crew, everybody that comes in, everybody that shares to all the shows. We have a show every night. Thursday night, I guess there's something in the works, so then it will be back to 7 nights a week. And we all look forward to each show that comes on. I look forward to it. If the show isn't on, I'm like, what am I going to do? It's just around.
I know.
At night. So everybody looks forward to the shows, and it's just great. Thank you for having us on. We're absolutely thrilled. Brick Love.
And please, anyone who wants to join us on Mondays, our door's always open.
Please. Yeah.
Deborah and Patty, thank you so much for hosting tonight and doing such a kick-ass job. You were amazing.
We were both nervous.
We were, weren't we, Patty? But I reckon we did okay.
Amazing. Yeah, truly. Thank you. I'm honored.
Goodbye, all.
Yeah.
Good night to everybody.
Good
night, everybody. One love, Brick Love.
Yes. Take care.